What's going on, podcast people? It's the DNE podcast. I'm nkrudi, lead the friend group and main character. I'm here with my friends and co-host Jahmar. Say what's up.
Yo.
We got Josh behind the camera. Say what's good, Josh.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know all y'all bodies hurting from the other day, yo.
Oh yeah.
Bro. All right, so for what we're talking about, so the other day we played kickball. It was at like my nana had this like family and friends day, and so there's a like a softball field up at like the spot we were at. And so we decided to get a kickball game, and it was me and my friends versus my brother Sakai and his friends. And so we played like 2 games of kickball. And I'll get into the game a little bit later, but when I say my body was hurting, like my body's still hurting right now, like from the games, bro. I was like, damn, the last time I did a physical activity, my body was hurting was when I versus Devontae in basketball at the Y that time. That was the last time like I did a physical activity.
That was
and my body was hurting.
Game
but that was I didn't do anything physical like that in a minute. But we played basketball in the summers, and I never feel like that after basketball. But I guess because I was actually running out there.
We was running. Yeah, it's like it's not sand. What is it in the baseball?
It's like a sand dirt type.
Yeah,
shit.
running that's tough. It makes you faster though. That's why it's tiring. And yeah. My
thighs is hurting, like my calves are hurting right now. My groin hurting, like my glutes is hurting too. Like it's just like my whole lower body was hurting, bro. I'm like, damn. Like when I was laying down in bed like the past 2 days, I'm just like sore, bro. Yeah. Like it hurt less when I stand up and walk around, but like, when I'm laying down, I be hurting. I'm like, damn, bro.
You also know why, right?
Being older? That's you gonna say?
Of course.
I mean stretch. I would say I mean stretch.
Not just stretch, it's the mobility stuff too. I'm telling you, stretching helps a little bit, but you don't want to hear that cracking and all that. And do some mobility things. I'm telling y'all.
Nah, my whole shit cracked today when I moved. Bro, like my whole groin area plastic. I was pop.
Nah.
I was like, damn, it felt good though when it did pop.
Nah, I gotta go back to our old video because I definitely said something when you guys get to this age. The same shit gonna happen to y'all. That's funny as hell. That's funny as hell. No, it was a fun day though. The heat definitely had something to do with it, especially running in the freaking sand. But I don't know. We should have more days like that. More summer days.
Hey, so I was the only one that wore cleats. I was very smart. Niggas trying to gas me, but I would say I was the only one that was prepared because everyone was kind of gassing for my cleats. I'm like, I bet. Everybody was out here slipping on the grass and shit. I ain't slipping out once. Yeah. Cause I had my cleats on. They was like, "Oh, you want the right cleats on?" I'm like, "It's gonna still do its job. Yeah, it's still gonna do a job." So, and it did its job. I ain't slipping out once. Yeah. Solid. I bet y'all wish y'all were y'all cleats.
Not still because I got white cleats, and I had to retire my babies, my Kyries with the strap.
About time, bro. I told you retire them shits.
Where they at?
Bro, them shits is all they were Kyrie 2s.
Yeah, with the strap. Those are like the first shoes I ever bought where I was like, yo, I like these shoes. And like, I was getting compliments on them. That was like the first thing. I didn't continue on with my shoe things or anything like that until like now. I didn't even buy it myself. But anyways, those were like my first shoes that I like. And I'm like, damn, I gotta get rid of them. Man. It was a sad day. Gave a little prayer.
I've been in the trash. I told you Travis this last time we was here. I'm like, you need to retire them shits, bro.
I would have still wore them too. I still would have worn them for my outdoor shoes if we were doing something like kickball or something. But after the sand, all that shit getting on the shoe, it was orange. I was like, nah, these gotta go.
See, I would have sold them.
You would have sold them?
I be selling my beaters, bro. I be had one of my old work shoes. Like the bottom of the shoe was like ripped and had like bubbles in that shit. Still sold them for $25.
What?
Yes.
So I get them back. You can sell them.
I could, yeah. I mean, I don't know where you put them in the trash at.
I'm dumpster diving.
If you want to for $25,
beater shoes. Like,
yeah, bro. I sold
Maxes?
All 3 pair of my beaters I had. I sold. Well, I actually have some more to sell too. But yeah, bro, I be selling them shits.
You clean them up or not?
I clean them before. I clean all my shoes before I sell them. But then wherever the condition they are, they just gonna get sold in.
Damn. How much you think I could have got for them?
For Kyrie, for that being Kyrie, you could probably get like 25 around that area. You could,
right?
You sell for 25. Like I saw them on eBay. They're gonna take a small cut out of it, but you'll probably get like 20 back. You sell them for like 25, shit like that.
All right, we'll talk a little bit more business. Then. We'll talk some business because I got some shoes I'm gonna get rid of too. Like I got some Vans that I never wore. I swear I was gonna wear them, but
Never did.
I just never did. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna pair them with this, and I got some shirts that went with it, but I was like, nah, I don't feel like wearing that right now. I don't. What about you? You got so many shoes. Like, how do you pick which shoes you want to wear?
It's really whatever I'm feeling. Sometimes the ease of use. Like if I'm gonna wear like some sweats or something, I usually wear like these Jordan Delta 2s because they're mad comfortable, easy to put on, and they're easier to wear because sometimes like I'll say some shoes are harder to wear because I'm not trying to crease the toe box on it, and so I don't really care about creasing those because they don't really have leather and they don't crease there, so I'm cool with it. But even though I still don't, you gotta walk a certain way too, and then sometimes some shoes
heel to toe, heel to toe.
It's not really heel to toe. It's just the way you put your foot down, so you don't like you don't bend your toes really. So and sometimes if you like kind of like a stomp too, but not actually stomping, you can walk like that too. But I practice for a while. Like I don't really feel the difference when I try not to walk, like not to crease my toes. And then sometimes some shoes are just uncomfortable to wear when you're standing for hours. It's like damn. So it really depends on what I'm feeling that day, and then like what outfit I'm wearing too.
Do you think the shoe protector works? Like the crease protector thing works?
Those I've never tried it. I've heard people say they worked or not, but I don't really feel I need the need for it, so I don't do it. But then if you get creases in your leather, like say on a Jordan 1, you could always you gotta put like a wet cloth over it and then put get an iron, just iron over it, and then the creases will come out too. So, but like I said, none of my shoes are creased though. Like the ones I wear, because like I said, I just know how to walk in them.
Yeah, I gotta either learn to walk, get the crease protectors or something, because I just be chilling, walking or doing whatever. And my girl's a sneakerhead, so she be like, yo, what are you doing? Like, yo, stop, you look at your shoes. She's like, I'm not buying you shit no more. And I was like, yo, like, I'm just walking or I'm just sitting. But she called me one time where it was bad, where I was like really like creasing them, but like for the most part, I try to be aware of it.
I mean, hey, if that's how you want to wear your shoes in, that's how you can wear your shoes. But I don't, like I said, I just learned how to walk in them, and since I have a lot of pair of shoes, they're not really going to get dirty a lot, but when they do, I'll still clean them anyway. And then, like I said, just taking care of them shits. Like, even, like, taking care of, like, when you're wearing them, too. Like, just be aware of what you're doing. Like, what activity you want to be doing that day. I'm like, all right, maybe I shouldn't wear these, or I should wear those shoes instead, because it'll fit more, so.
What about these shoes? Would you wear them to work?
Yeah. I already wore it. I think I wore these to work before. Yeah.
Would you wear them to the event outside if we weren't playing kickball?
No.
Like where we're walking in the grass?
Oh wait. Oh, event. Yeah, I wear it today. Yeah, not playing kickball. Yeah, I can wear it today. Long as like I said, as long as I'm not doing anything crazy and I'm good. Like the shoes I wore there were the some Jordan 12s, the black taxis. I had a pair of my cleats in a bag, so when I was ready to play kickball, and if I didn't have those, like a pair of cleats, I would just wear some beaters that I had. I know I got a pair of beaters. I gave Pez a pair to playing because he had some Jordan 3s. I'm like, you want to play your Jordan 3 Fire Reds? And he was like, I guess. I'm like, and he was glad I gave him them because he dogged my other one. I said, bro. Yeah. I'm like, I'm glad I gave you. He's like, yeah, I'm glad you let me wear it. I'm like, yeah, bro. I'm like,
you just brought 2 pairs of shoes?
No, he was at my house. Right? He was at the crib, and then I told him, like, I showed him what shoes he could wear. Well, yeah. Speaking about the event, kickball. I want to speak on performance.
Okay.
Yo, that was bad.
Josh.
That was bad.
Josh whipped on a kick, bro. He's the only one that did it too.
No, yes. I wasn't the only one.
Who else whipped on a kick? Josh kicked incomplete. I don't remember. I gotta ask the Kai.
It wasn't just me.
Just me and Josh kicked at the ball and completely missed, bro.
No, Devontae did it twice.
I don't recall.
Yeah, Devontae was on one today.
I'm gonna speak on his performance, but like I said, Josh missed whiffing the kick, and then Josh dropped the ball too in the outfield. But I was there to save him. I ran up behind him and caught it.
I heard you behind me, so I was like, eh.
Yeah, Josh is looking.
Tip drill.
And then Jahmar was on his shit too in the field. Jahmar was looking like a solid center field. Like he was making plays out there. I was like, okay, I see you, Jahmar. He had one drop ball.
Yo, it wasn't really a drop.
He rolled on his.
It hit the ground, my stomach, and then like, all right. So what happened was I had to leave my center field where I was, my zone, to get to the spot. I get there and I try to sliding to get it. The ball bounced and hit the ground and bounced off my stomach a little bit and then went through my legs.
So you can't catch. That's all you gotta say.
It hit the ground.
So it hit the ground first.
Yes.
So you shouldn't got slow feet because you couldn't get there fast enough. It's one of the others.
It's because the cleats. I was wearing cleats.
Oh, now it's the cleats.
That's why. If I had the cleats on, I would have been there a split second early and I would have got that. Yeah, like I had to like dive. It was a weird. It was weird. It was really weird.
But besides that, he was doing solid. I don't know what your kicking performance was, but I know in the field he was making plays.
He rolled his neck.
See, all right. So before niggas was gassing me talking about, oh, Naeem not a receiver. He can't catch this, and that. Cause it was someone threw a water bottle. Like I said, it was a bad throw, and then I just ended up missing, knocked some shit over that was on the table. And niggas, oh, Naeem can't catch. He's not an athlete. One of my family members came up to the table too, and it was like a straight violation, bro. He said that he's like, yeah, you not the athlete Sakai was. I was like, well, when I heard that shit was crazy because I played football most of my life, football and basketball. From like kindergarten through 9th grade, I played football, and then basketball like around like 2nd, 3rd grade to when I stopped playing, like 8th grade, I think, like around that time. But I've always been active outside too, playing sports. So when he said that shit, it was funny to me that he said everyone was laughing. I took no offense to it, but it was funny saying that. But when I got out on that field, I told y'all gonna see an athlete out of me. I'm out here moving, making plays. I say running to the ball, getting there, like arm out like this, catching shit. Oh yeah, like behind, like see what's going over my head, running. I look like a wide receiver. Caught that bitch. Nigga, I told, like I said, I'm an athlete. Niggas, y'all gonna see it. And I showed out that day. First game, I know I kicked like it was like 3 for 6 or 3 for 7 because like I started off 0 for 3 and then went on like a 3 kick streak. And I can't, it's like say it was either 3 for 6 or 3 for 7 the first game. We lost the first game, unfortunately. We went down 3-0 in like the first 3 innings around that. They scored like 3 runs in 1 inning. I can't remember which inning it was. My brother's team. And then we rallied and scored 8 straight on them. They didn't score, and they scored like I think it said this. They scored in the first inning or second.
They scored in the first
inning 3 times.
The 7th or the 8th.
And then we scored like 8 straight runs on them. Yo, it was crazy. And then like I think it was the 8th inning. They scored 6 runs on us, and 3 of those runs came in because Deshaun made a bad play. It was a force out on first. Yeah. All he did was have to throw it to Devontae. And it went out. But Deshaun throws a ball at the person, David, and misses. And that shit went in 3. That shit drew in 3 runs, bro. And I was upset, but I wasn't trying to tweet. But I was upset though. I wasn't trying to be like Sakai out here yelling at his teammates, yo. And I was like, oh my gosh, so they scored 6 straight. We still had time to come back. We were gonna play the 7 innings at first. That's what they said. And then niggas wanted to play on. So we would have won right there in 7 at first if we the game finished right there. But we lost in 9 innings, and that shit was crucial. That when Deshaun did that shit was crazy. But it was at one point where it was one of Sakai's friends, Artis. He was playing first base. You could tell he didn't know rules of baseball. There was at least a couple people on the team that on each team that really didn't know the rules of baseball. And so we saw it, and he was one of them. He was making a lot of mess ups. I remember Sakai had to throw Deshaun out on first, and the ball went past, and Artis just standing there, not coming after the ball. Deshaun still running. This shit was crazy. And then he was I think he like dropped like 2 catches and shit like that. It was wild, bro. And so Sakai sitting there yelling at him on the side. And I was telling niggas before, I'm like, once Sakai start yelling, that's a wrap. I'm like, and so I'm like, that's gonna be their downfall. And so you see, we in the field, they arguing on the baseline. I start clapping, everybody else start clapping like, that shit was so funny. Like I said, I had a good time out there. It was fun as shit.
It was fun.
And then Devontae. When I switched Devontae to first base, because he was the outfield right behind me in right field. So I told him to go to first because I don't think he was going to be running around out there and making them catches. Like there was something I thought he could have gotten, just didn't. So I think it was like in the 2nd or 3rd inning I just switched with him. And it was good because I was making plays out there and he was making plays on first. I've never seen Devontae be like an athletic, like coordinated type of person when it comes to sports. So when I saw this, I was like, yo, this is crazy. He catching balls, like line drives coming at him. I'm like, I never seen this out of Devontae.
Yeah, me neither. I was a proud man that day. I'm not gonna lie, because Devontae, he has the IQ to do a lot of things in the sports that he does play, but typically is very like stiff if that's like the best way to put it. But I have a theory. You know me, I'm all about my theory. His girl was at this event. And this is the most athletic I ever seen Devontae in my life. In my life.
So he was showing out to his girl.
He's running. He's catching, like, arms spread out wide trying to catch the ball. Like, he's just making plays. He's making plays. And I'm not saying, like, he wouldn't make plays before, but these are, like, athletic-ass plays. I'm like... That's Devontae?
Like, it was surprising seeing this shit, bro. Like, he going out his way to make these catches. I'm like, wow. Like, cause I'm behind him and I'm seeing him making these plays. I'm like, that's crazy. Like, Devontae making these plays.
Oh yeah. I was like, wow. She need to go to every sporting event that he go to. Watching.
I mean, she was there bowling with us that time, but he was on some bullshit.
Yeah, bowling was different.
When he threw the crowd.
Yeah. I seen a video where some dude actually hit the ceiling.
Oh
He was trying to bowl. Yeah, he tried to bowl. The ball went up. Boom, boom. I'm like, what do you even do? Do you continue bowling or do they kick you out? I don't even know what happens after that.
You kick him out.
We did end up playing the second game too in kickball. We lost 6-1.
But
that first game was really it though. Like, it was like very competitive too. Like, we had
second game, everybody was tired.
8 people too. Yeah, I know the second game people was already kind of tired, but we still played. I ain't gonna use that excuse as losing.
Yeah.
But damn, that first game we lost on it was the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah,
and Matt 4 fouls is if you hit like 4 fouls, it's an automatic out. That was the rule we playing. And Matt had kicked 4 fouls to the left each time. This shit was crazy. But it was at one point where he kicked the ball, and so it went into like this area where there was a tree.
Yeah,
I don't know if it hit the tree or not because you were on base at the time, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I was being the first base coach and telling him like, oh, because we had 2 outs. I'm like, Jahmar, when the ball is in the air, just run. It don't matter.
Yeah,
and so I'm coaching Jahmar on the base, and I'm telling him. So when Matt comes, I'm just telling him keep going. And then so like he knows like where to stop and shit like that. Cause like, bro, this game is crucial. I'm trying to win shit, bro. Like it's like a similar rivalry type shit. I'm trying to win, and so I'm not really looking where the ball is going, but I know the area it's in because it's going to Sakai's area. So I'm looking at Matt telling him to go, and then like I see the ball hit the ground, and I look and I tell him go. I don't know what the fuck they doing, but I don't care. Like I'm trying to win, so I'm telling them go, and they both make it home. And then next thing I know, niggas is arguing, bro. When it comes to Deshaun out there, other people from my team out there arguing the ball. It was like the ball hit the tree. It's interference, shit like that. I'm like, and so all niggas arguing. I knew shit wasn't about to get resolved. If niggas arguing, and we had one of my brother's friends. His dad was out there, like he was like making calls on first base and shit like that. But he had went to the bathroom at the time. At the time, it was very crucial. And so he was like, when he came out, he was like, damn, I left during a very crucial part of the game. So niggas arguing and shit. And so I just started talking to Sakai because he was arguing with them. I'm like, yo, we talking. I'm like, shit not gonna get resolved. Niggas just start yelling and shit. And so we just ended up agreeing to just do it over, the play over. So Matt has 3 fouls still 2 outs. Jamar's back on first base. No one scored. And then Matt ends up kicking another foul, and that's how the game ended, which is very unfortunate too. Like we had a chance, but we didn't capitalize. But they was talking before the game. They talking like they was about to like go crazy on us, like beat us. I'm like, nah, but we got some people on our team, bro. Like I'm confident in my team. Poppy was out there making plays too. Deshaun was out here pitching too, getting the other team frustrated with his pitches. I'm cool with that, man.
He was pissing the ball. They're like, yo, I'm right here. That was funny, but that's how you gotta do it. That's how you gotta do it.
Shit, exactly.
That's how you gotta do it.
But we definitely got to do that again too another time. Yeah, that shit was fun. Matt was saying like we should do that shit annual. I'm like, hey, I'll be down for it too.
Same.
Shit was a good game though.
Yeah, we even get it like volleyball in there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I thought about bringing volleyball out, but then I didn't tell you, but I thought about bringing volleyball out to the other group chat I was in. But yeah, if you do volleyball too, I'm about to go crazy. See, I'm the best in this room at volleyball.
Whoa.
Yeah, Jahmar,
you never seen me play volleyball though.
I don't want to because I already know.
Probably.
That's not you. What happened?
Probably.
It's not probably. I am. Like I do this shit, bro. We don't forget I'm the back-to-back 2-time champ of Morristown High School's Luna tournament shit.
Okay.
Yeah. We beat the girls volleyball team, bro. That shit was crazy. Yeah. They was nice, bro. Yeah. And it was a bunch of like it was like me, Devontae Pez, Garcia, Raekwon was on the team. And Isaiah played in. Sometimes he filled in because like it was a lot of shit going on like with the prom shit at the time, so people wouldn't be making it and shit like that.
Yeah.
It was a lot of shit going on, so he would fill in sometimes. Bro, when I say that girls volleyball team was going crazy, they had scored like 7 straight points just off a serve.
Yeah.
This girl was hitting it right over the net, and it was coming straight down to the ground. Nobody could hit that shit, bro. This shit was crazy. But we beat them in the finals, bro. It was a good ass game, bro. And we won. We was the Luna champs, and then we did it again next year. The competition wasn't really as stiff, but we waxed them. Were you on the team that second year? No,
I was there.
You were on the team? I can't remember. I have a picture of who was on the team. I just can't remember who was on the team. I know it was a lot of tall niggas though. I remember. I strictly recruited tall people, yo. Yeah. You already a graduate at the time, but I was a senior. Yeah. But it was fun. Like playing volleyball was fun. So I used to play in my church tournaments too. So I'm just letting you know. When's that ball corner like spike, bam, right in somebody's face.
All right. It sound good. It really do sound good.
It is good.
I don't know. Plus, you older now, so I don't know if you can still jump like that.
Oh, I can.
All right.
I'm still jumping. I'll feel the pain later. That's cool. I ain't gonna feel when I in play. I don't feel that shit, man. But I'll feel it later. Yeah. I'll feel it later.
You know what they call freaking kickball in Ireland?
What?
Rounders. I said, what?
Rounders?
I don't know what that is.
Y'all played over there?
No, but I was telling them about how we played over the weekend. And they're like, what's that? And I described it. It's like, it sounds like rounders. And then they explained what rounders was, and it's the same thing. And I'm like,
what rounders? I've never heard of that. Rounders?
Yeah, that's different. Yeah.
Oh, now you were on the team, Josh. It was me, Napoleon, Isaac Castillo, Blanco, Lattimore, Ashton, and Rosset. We used to be whooping on Ross in 2K too, bro. Remember? Yeah. Yo, he had this nigga changing bills like mid-year. He's like, oh yeah, this bill gonna be still working. Me and Jahmar just be working him every time in 2K. And this was like 16 and 17 for the time, man.
Like when he was trying all those combos, you could hear the controller like flicking left and right.
Yes, bro.
Like I think Naeem was guarding him at the time, and he's like really trying to get past Naeem, and you can hear him flicking the controller left and right, trying to put in combos, but none of them was working. It was just straight seatbelts.
I've been in defense. Like I said, I just been a person that just locks up every year, so like I'm not letting shit slide. And speaking of 2K, they made him crossplay this year.
Oh. Yeah.
And so Matt McFadden, he's on Xbox, and he was saying, yo, I can't wait to play you again. So I was telling him like the 3v3 we did. I'm like, we can get that shit. I'm like, bring whoever you got. I'm like, it's gonna be me, Jamal, Poppy coming at y'all, bro. He was like, bet. He's like, I already got my 3. I'm like, cool. And he was like, this shit gonna be splash. I'm like, no. I'm like, nah. He was like, you gonna be like, oh, you gonna say, oh, you a game head. This is it. Now I'm like, I promise you, bro. Shay's gonna get locked up, bro. Like, I was trying to tell him, like, because I played Matt 1-on-1 before in 2K19.
I was about to say,
cooked him, bro. It was. He was trying to like, oh, this is big. I'm like, nah, bro. It's just. He's like, you got a better overall. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm like, it's just, it is.
What was the overall though?
It was, bro. This was in the beginning of the year because I still had the all white fit on, so I couldn't have been more than like maybe like 2 overalls to like what you could initially upgrade to, bro. And I had some badges, and he had just got it. He played for like somewhere within a week, but he was upgraded to maybe like low 80s. And so
so that's probably like 80 to like 85 ish.
Yeah, so I'm like low 80s.
Like 80s to 85-ish, because it wasn't the Mac, like, you can get to 85, maybe 86.
Oh, yeah, right now, yeah. So, I had to have been, like, 85 to 87. So it couldn't have been no... But I was like, it was just... I was cooking him, though. He couldn't guard me. I could guard him, and it was simple as that.
Yeah. All right. We gonna see. I can't wait.
Yeah, bro. No cap.
What I was gonna say is, Kobe's the cover athlete.
Yeah. What? I expected that. 24, come on.
I can see 2K doing some dumb shit and not putting him.
If they did that, that would have been stupid. That would have been that.
Just because they can?
They do stupid shit. They do.
Just because they can?
They do be doing stupid shit.
I definitely do hope 2K is still fun. It's really going to be the people. Like, I want to get the King of the Hill back. Okay. I miss playing King of the Hill. Both in 2K and Strikeout. Same difference. It is.
King of the Hill has a different aspect too, but go ahead. Yeah.
How? How?
King of the Hill is
yeah. You're right. But explain it for the people that
King of the Hill?
Yeah, the difference. Start with King of the Hill.
King of the Hill is like basically you at the top and you're taking on everybody that's trying to come at you, basically. So and you're going to like going to a person and like if the person at the top, if say you're at the top and I play you and I beat you, now I'm at the top. But then if you want to get back there, you gotta beat me, and if you don't, you go back down.
Yeah.
Strikeout is whoever. So like say I start with the ball, and I score on Jahmar, he gets an X. But say I miss, if I don't score and he gets a ball back and he scores, I don't get an X because it was my like turn, basically. It was my possession. And so now he gets to call out the next person, whoever he wants to try to get them an X. And so if he scores on them, if Jahmar scores on that, whoever else he calls out, they get an X, and then you get 3 of them. You get 3 X's. And so I could say I scored on Jahmar and he got an X. I can call him right back out again, and I can score on him again. And I can score him again. If I call him back out, he get 3 right there. And
that wouldn't happen, but yeah.
It did happen.
No.
It was happening.
No.
All right. Like, I have a clip. I just never released it. I'm going to work on these clips, bro. Yes. Please. And so that's what strikeout was. And it was really just a bunch of guards, like me, Jahmar. Jahmar was like forward, but niggas was getting right. Yeah. It really helped you, like everything else, like your whatever moves you be doing, your mid range, whatever you trying to pull out in your bag. Just you get in your bag, and it's very fun, bro. It's very fun.
It is. When the thing about it that I kind of didn't like was that you can keep getting called out, but because I was talking my shit, so you would call me out, Devontae would call me out, Nate would call me out, everybody was calling me out, but it's like not as many people calling you out, but because I gotta defend my name so many different times, it's like I'm gonna get out earlier than I was holding my own though. I was still holding my own. I was still winning. But let's say there was 5 people in there, right?
Okay.
It's us 2, us 3, and someone else. If you called me out, right? I stop you, I get the ball, and then let's say next time I'm on defense, Naeem will call me out because I was talking smack. Let's say I gave Naeem an X. He's like, I'm gonna call you out just because you gave me an X. Now I gotta defend myself against him. But then you're like, you're going to want your rematch, so you're also going to call me back out whenever you get your chance. And then the other 2 people, I'm talking shit to them too. So because it's lit. Everybody's talking shit, but I guess just how I'm talking shit is a little bit different. So they calling me out, and it's back and forth, and they won't go after him because they so focused on their rivalry with me. When I ain't got beef with not one of y'all, it's all of y'all. Like, it's not one for all for one. You know what I mean?
Jahmar swear niggas is calling back. I was calling anybody out, man. Like, anybody could get on the court, bro. Straight buckets.
That could be true in your aspect, but you wasn't the only one calling me out.
I was calling everybody out because I was giving everybody buckets, bro. That's the difference. I was calling everybody out. I'm like, yeah, you next. Oh, yeah, come on. Let's go. And I hit Nate with the same move twice, bro. Yeah. It was, I started off with like a quick jab, spun out of it, went to the left, went to the corner, did a hezzy, nigga jumped for it, went to the cup straight after it. Twice I did the same shit to him, bro. Too easy, bro. Too easy. Niggas is babies. Niggas is babies out there.
That shit was fun though. That shit was fun as hell though. That shit was fun.
Yeah, I'm making a guard this year again, like a point guard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait. I'm have to learn some of the new dribble moves and mechanics and all that.
Do you think they should change the builds, or keep it the same, or like just really focus on them? Yeah.
The system?
Yeah.
I don't think it's the builds that are really a problem. I think it's more the gameplay and the mechanics. Some of the shit in the game is like broken now. I think the builds are in a good spot. I mean, there's always gonna be a meta. People are always making like 6'9" builds that could like dribble and shoot. That's always gonna be in 2K. I don't think it was as bad this year. It was at one point it was a problem, but I think they fixed it and they did all the adjusting they did. So like I said, I never found a build to be the problem now. This year in 2K23, the problem I think was it was too easy to score in the paint because you can get a lot of contact dunks. It was ridiculous. And then the shooting, I thought the shooting was too hard because it didn't cater to the casual player. Like you were basically a casual this year, and you couldn't shoot the ball because it was so hard to do. And you gotta a casual fan base makes up a big majority of the game. They might not spend as much time on the game, but they make up a big majority of the game. And if your casual fan base can't score the ball and they can't shoot, they're not going to want to play and they're just going to go away. So that's
why I
still
hit game winners. Don't let that slide.
What happened?
I still hit game winners. I was just letting them know.
You hit game winners? What the?
As a casual.
22.
In 23 too.
When?
Yeah, the clip just came out.
Wow.
It did.
I don't know. You gotta show me.
Did we ever play full squad this year, 2K?
5-on-5?
Yeah.
No.
In the rec?
No, because Kai didn't have 23 this year.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. It wasn't this year. Never mind.
That was last. I remember. It was last year.
That was last year. That was last year. Yeah. Damn. So it's been that long since I've been on 2K like that.
Yeah.
Hey.
I know. You might come back rusty.
I don't know. I think once I get the movement down, if I like the game to grind it, I could be okay. Because what I do for Madden now is like I'll go in practice mode and I'll do random plays on offense, random plays on defense, and then I just do whatever it is. I don't put much thought into it, but it's like a fidget spinner for me, at least when I'm working or allegedly working and we're on break. And I'll just have that in the background while I'm on the calls or doing whatever I have to do. And I can just do the same thing with 2K. Like I can just be in the gym, just running around, seeing like what animations work, what don't, and try to get the timer down. As for practicing the shot, that was a little tricky because then you have to go to either practice in game or one of those little side hoops that are around the park or the neighborhood.
You could go to the Gatorade facility.
And it's the same latency and all that stuff, or
I'm not too sure, to be honest. But I would just always go to the practice facility, the Gatorade training facility, to practice my shot. Which I hate, bro. I just wish they'd bring back a my court and just make the court a park-sized court. Yeah. So you can run like 3v3s with your friends in there. Like now I gotta go to the training facility to run 3v3s, and they never work too. I don't know how many times even in 22 and 23, I've tried to start games on that court and I can never get them to start, bro. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Don't they charge you for it too?
They try in 22. They did. I think they took it out. Shit, it was bro when it was trying to charge VC to play on the course, bro. Yeah, it was crazy. And niggas was like, so "What?"
They charge you how much?
It was like 25 VC or some shit like that. But
it wasn't much. But the fact that they're charging you for something
was crazy. It was the most like ridiculous shit they tried to pull off since 2K18 when they were charging like niggas 1,000 VC for haircuts, bro. Yeah. Which is crazy. Now haircuts are free and haircuts are free. But it used to always be free, and then they started charging niggas for haircuts and hair colors, bro. It was ridiculous. Like I said, 2K will try. They're gonna try, and if niggas don't say something, they're gonna keep doing it. Yeah. But niggas said something, bro, and so they took that aspect out. But 2K's been on some bullshit with the VC. Like I said, it costs more like real world money to upgrade your person every year, bro. And the cost of VC, like how far it goes, is increasing every year, and it's crazy.
Yeah, I seen something that said that it costs more for a do-rag in 2K than it does in real life.
It does.
I was like, that's ridiculous.
You can get a pack of do-rags on Amazon for a good amount, bro. I can't remember I would say somewhere between like $15 and $25, and it'd be like a pack of 10, 12. I remember it was around that when I bought my pack of do-rags. A do-rag in 2K costs like somewhere between like 12,000 and 25,000 VC. And I don't know how much $10 or $20 worth of VC get you, but it's ridiculous. But when I saw like how much a do-rag costs, bro, a do-rag should be like
25 cents. Sorry,
I'm saying it should be like 500 VC maybe, bro, which is like it's not a crazy amount. But they charging like some bullshit, bro. And they do the same shit for short shorts. Short shorts is to be like 12,500 VC or 15,000 VC for short shorts. Yeah. But then long ass shorts like the ones Jahmar got on right here, these long ass shorts, they'll charge 500 for that shit, bro. Yeah. And depending on like 500 to 1,000, because some colors are different. And like, I don't know why they're more expensive than other, but yes. So like shorts that I have on right now, like in real life, these shits will cost more money basically than the Jamar's long ass shorts he got on right now. And his has like more material to it too. Like there's more threading, all that in it. Yeah. But his gonna cost a less amount, which is I always found stupid, bro. Like I said, 2K, they be doing they on some bullshit with the way they price shit. I don't like it.
Do you think?
Wait, you said a do-rag costs what 25,000 VC?
I'm not exactly sure the exact price, but I said somewhere between like 12,500 and like 25,000 VC.
Why? How much is the
Are you
price for
looking at the
VC?
VC? Are you looking at the VC price?
Yeah, so it'd be like $10. $10 to
For one?
$5 to $10. Yeah.
For one do rag in 2K.
Yeah.
Crazy
You can
amount.
get a pack for the same
And
amount.
yeah, you can get a pack on Amazon for the same amount, bro.
That's crazy. But what I was about to say, do you think you can wear short shorts? Like, when do you think the transition switch between short shorts and regular length shirt?
Long
Regular
shorts.
length.
Regular length.
When did they switch? It was years. Let me look back because I had like some of the same shorts from years ago, and this is around. I had to say like 20. I might say 2019. It might have been around. Yes. So I think it was 2019 that summer when short shorts started coming out.
You said 2019?
2019, I believe. Yeah, that's when I. This is a picture of 2019.
Okay.
And so, I still have them same shorts. I cut the bottoms off of it too because it was getting a little bit too long. Even though they were short, I cut them a little longer. You know, I'm trying to show my thighs, nigga.
In the picture, that's crazy. But in the picture, is a little bit above his knees. So, like, do you think you could wear shorter shorts than that? Like, I don't know, like 9 inches, is it? The shorts?
What? Are you talking about?
The short shorts, right? So the one that is in the picture, right? Is it the same one you're wearing right now?
No, it's a different one.
Okay. The one you're wearing right now is shorter, right?
Yes.
And is those like the 9 inches, 7 inches?
Are you
shorts?
Oh, from my waist to the bottom?
No, like if you actually try to buy shorts, if you look at them, they have the price. Like this says the
I haven't
dimension.
bought clothes in a minute.
Oh,
I haven't bought.
What did you
clothes
say,
in a
Jeff?
long time.
That's the inseam.
Yeah.
I don't know where it starts, anyways. But anyways,
The
but
inseam
basically,
this is the inseam, like from across to the bottom.
No.
That's why I was kind of confused too. I was like, what?
I wasn't trying to say where the 9 inches start, but like when you look up shorts, and if you want, like, you can look at the size. You can pick like a 7-inch size, a 9, and so on.
I haven't bought clothes in like years, bro.
That's what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about like where it starts from. I figure it would start from there as well. But anyways, let's just say the shorts you have on now, they're about like half your thigh, right? Halfway through your thigh.
Okay.
Do you think you could have wore them before 2019? Like, let's say 2016, 20.
You could, but niggas would have thought you was gay or something. I'm so serious too. I'm like, hey yo, whoa, why you short? You got them short shorts? Get them booty shorts, yo.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. You really got caught out. But now it's funny because like this all goes in a loop because short shorts were a thing back in like the 70s and shit like that.
Those
bro.
were.
Those were shorter. They were shorter and tighter too. Like the shit they used to wear like NBA, them shits was like damn near boxer briefs, bro.
Yeah.
And that's why they look. They don't look the same as now, bro. Because like, I guess like when time goes on, like certain niggas know like not to make the previous mistakes, but you still do the same shit, just not exactly the same shit, so you don't make the same mistakes. So short shorts are back. Long shorts are dead. They'll probably make us come back at one point too, because I think fashion all comes full circle.
Yeah.
But them shorts, like at one point, them shorts was like ridiculously long, bro. Niggas like shorts like past their knees, bro.
Yes.
Shit,
to
bro.
me, that is long shorts. When it goes like half your thigh, half your calf, that's long shorts. To your knees, I understand it's trendy and all that stuff, so it's changing. But to me, to your knees is like regular shorts, a little bit shorter than, a little bit above your knee is like still the same shorts, and then halfway is short shorts, and then they got the booty shorts that they was wearing back in the day.
Nah, old heads still be wearing them long shorts too, bro. Like the cargo ones, shit's like, bro. My dad be wearing them shits, bro. Yes, bro. This just be like down here, bro. I'm like, I guess that's their style, bro.
No.
You can see it coming back.
Them shorts?
Yeah.
I can't see it coming back, but I do believe one day that they will come back. Though. Like, I don't know when, I don't know how they're gonna pull it off, but I think they're gonna come back one day.
You think you would hop on that trend?
No. I think I'm a rock what I like, cause I used to wear, I like the tighter fitted clothing, like joggers and shit like that, like sweat joggers. I like those better. My pants, I've always wore like the slimmer pants. Ever since I'll say like middle school, I was wearing like skinny jeans, and now I wear like slim fit and shit like that. Cause Skinny jeans is a little bit too tight now. Like I got my thighs is thicker and legs is thicker, so them shits would feel too tight.
Period.
Yeah, bro. Them shit like. Wait, you said period? What?
Yeah.
What I said was it was a run-on sentence?
No. Like period.
You said that, bro?
Yeah.
Oh
my. Yeah.
No, I thought you were saying period, like put a period at the end of that sentence, but you were saying they're talking about period. Yo. Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
But yeah, I said I'm just always like the tighter thing. I do like some loose shirts though now too.
Yeah.
This is it don't look loose, but it's a little bit looser though. So I got time to grow into and shit like that. I don't really like tight shirts like that now, because it's too tight around the arm and shit like that. I had to retire some shirts that I had from before that I just got too small too. Them shits was looking real tight, bro. I was like, yeah. I had to retire like a few pair of pants too. Yeah. Shit's crazy. You have to retire shit. I'm like, damn.
Could you rock the it's like an all black shirt. I want to say it's a turtleneck. It's a turtleneck. I can't think of the texture. Yeah. And it's just tight.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Black turtleneck, black skinnies, black shoes, like the gold chain, shit like that.
Yeah, you rocking that?
I could rock that.
Would you willingly?
Yeah. It's just like it's like an outfit for like a certain event type shit, like or you popping out or some shit like that. Yeah, that's a fine. I wouldn't mind wearing that shit. Like I said, I still wear the slimmer clothes and shit like that. That shirt, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, like when I wear a suit, I don't like the loose suits. I get something that's more fitting to my body. Yeah, you gotta know what to wear, man.
Look, yeah. What about you, Josh? How you like your clothes?
I don't care, really.
Yeah, you know, Joe, you asking the wrong person. Josh should put on whatever. What about you?
It really depends on how hot it is outside. I'm not trying to wear anything tight in the heat. No, sir. Because it's gonna get stinky. And I like more of like the slim fit, like there's a little bit of space in between. I can breathe a little bit. Or loose. I don't really like tight, to be honest. Like I don't even like I forgot
pressure pants.
I'm thinking about the boxers, the tighty whities.
They're called briefs.
Briefs.
Yeah, boxer briefs. I don't even like them.
They're called briefs. There's briefs, boxer briefs, and boxers.
And tighty whities.
Those are briefs. That's what they're called. Those are briefs.
No, they're tighty whities.
All right, bro. When you buy pack them shits, it says briefs.
I'm not buying them. I do have a couple of pair because some times people buy them from me.
You have briefs?
Not like the ones that like, not the one that's just like just your crotch. If you know what I'm talking about. Like I'm talking about, it comes out to like your thigh.
So those are boxer briefs.
That's what I was trying to say,
bro. There's a difference. I'm trying to tell you the difference between them.
Them two is the same thing to me.
No, briefs and boxer briefs are two different things, bro.
Either way, I'm not wearing either. I can't say that. The boxer briefs though, I don't really like them, but I wear them if I'm doing like some type of sporting event. So my shit not going crazy.
I wear those most of the time anyway.
No, every day.
I only wear what?
Boxer briefs?
Yeah,
every day.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I thought you said you don't wear them. I'm like, what? I just wear boxers around the house because like the elastic band around my thigh part. Sometimes I mean, I might be wearing a smaller pair anyway because I haven't bought new pairs of boxer briefs in a minute. Like whatever I got in my drawers, what I'm wearing until them shits fall apart.
I'm not a fan, man. I'm not a fan. They basically biker shorts.
No. Like, what are biker shorts? All right, what are biker shorts?
It's like think about the boxer briefs, but they're typically in black and like girls wear them. Oh, in public. Mm-hmm. You know what type of shorts I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like I seen them at the gym.
That's why I'm saying that they're the same.
I don't care. I'll wear them. Shit just gonna hold your shit in place.
I guess. But like I said, if it was for a sporting event, I do like them like that, but that's about it. But on a different note, I keep looking at this book. So I finished one of the books that I was reading, right? And listen to this shit.
What book?
Oh, right here. Okay,
Verity,
I
right
thought
there.
you from like you talking about the singer book. I'm like,
No. So in the book, it's about this girl who's basically crazy obsessed with her husband.
Oh, you told me about that.
Yeah, and like she just does some crazy things, right? Now, she's a writer and she has someone she's a writer and got into a car accident and has someone else finishing the book for her. Now, her husband, the writer's husband, was like, hey, can you, talking to a third person now. This is like, hey, can you write this book for me, finish this book for me? And she's like, yeah. And then they asked her to move in. Now, when they're moving in, she thinks the writer that got into a car accident is like alive and not alive. Well, she is alive, but she's paralyzed. But she thinks she's faking being paralyzed and everything like that. Now, if you were the husband, right, and this was your wife in the story that got into the car accident, and you found out, like, you've been taking care of her, wiping her ass, and doing all this, and you find out that she was faking being paralyzed for months just because she liked the attention, you staying with her? And y'all got kids?
No.
I'm pretty sure if anybody in that situation is already feeling tired of taking care of a person that's already paralyzed, to be honest, cause say Josh, say your partner got paralyzed, and I'm pretty sure you trying to catch a nut, like no cat, bro. But what can you really do? So it's like when you find out, I'm like, oh yeah, that just gives you a reason to leave now.
Yeah. It's just like,
because if she's paralyzed, like she where's she paralyzed from, like neck down, like can she speak? Like,
no, the only thing, she only has like basic motor, so she can swallow, she can that's breathe. So
like you basically, it's like you basically taking care of like a kid that can't take care of themselves now, but they're adult. I'm wondering, niggas, I'm wondering people in that situation, like do they be like out and about like getting it in with somebody else? Cause they feel like that shit. Like you understand what I'm saying, right? Like damn.
That's a tricky subject though, because the person that was, I'm off of the book, so I don't spoil it for anybody that isn't.
They ain't gonna read it.
Yeah, you might, you never know. But anyways,
you think he would read it?
Now you know, I'm just saying, anyone that's watching,
he don't read books.
I know he don't. But I'm saying anyone that's watching, they might want to check it out. But anyways, the guy knows, like, if I was in that position, that's a tough situation. I'll hold shit down, but I don't know. It's harder to say when you're not in that position. If you were the one that's paralyzed, would you be mad if your partner did meet other people or dating other people, but it was still taking care of it? Yeah.
Nah, cause I would understand, like, bro, like, they want somebody, they want an adult that's able to function, do shit. So I, like, in my mind, like, I already know I will understand. Yeah. So I wouldn't even be mad.
What about you, Josh?
I'll be fine with it. Go ahead.
Because that's the only person that's willing to take care of you. So fuck it, man. Yeah. Let them do it in, and you still got your care taken now, bro. Yeah. Like your days is over with. Your shit probably don't even get hard anyway. So if you paralyzed from the neck down, like only got basic, like nigga, your shit, like I ain't getting nothing. Like so shit, like I'm gonna hold them back because I can't. Yeah. Shit, I gotta take a caretaker, bro. Like, come on.
Would you be on the opposite end? Would you date someone that's taking care of someone else that's in that situation?
If I was
like you were dating a girl that's taking care of her husband or boyfriend that was
okay, so I'm that person. I'm like the third person basically. Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Would I? If I really liked this person, maybe, yeah. But I wouldn't. If I knew, like, going to the situation, I probably wouldn't, like, nah. That's y'all got something going on. That might not be for me.
What about you, Josh?
Nope. See, nah, that would bother me.
Yeah. I think I would like to think I could do it, but I would definitely be like, yo, did they just move? Or like I'll be weirded out, like something's just happened, you know what I mean? Like I start seeing shit. It get late at night. I'm like, yo, what's that noise? You know what I mean? That scared me a little bit, and you never know. But I got another question for y'all. So let's say you are let's say Josh is inviting you somewhere.
Okay.
No, you're inviting Josh somewhere, and vice versa. Would you rather have Josh lie to you and say no, say, oh, I can't go hang out with you because of X, Y, and Z, or would you rather him just straight up say, no, I don't want to hang out with you today?
It don't matter to me.
You know, Cat, we really don't. If you can't make it, I'm
whatever.
pretty sure someone else will be able to make it. That shit never really bothered me. Like someone lie, like if things say okay, whatever. You say no, okay, cool, move on. Like I don't get caught up on the shit like that. So that shit really wouldn't matter to me.
Would it be different if it was like a relationship type? Like, let's say someone broke up with you and it was like they can lie to you, say there was a reason, like, oh, I have to move somewhere else, or would you rather have them just say straight up, you know, I just stopped liking you?
I don't care. It don't matter.
Oh, if I was talking to a person,
yeah.
In a person and not like that, yo, just be straight up and shit like that. Cause there's feelings involved and shit like that, and so I don't like when my feelings being played with. And so you lied to me and shit like, oh, I can't be there. Like, okay, and then I found out, like, I see what type of person you are, and that shit. And that I'm like, some shit won't bother me, but shit like that, that shit will bother me. Like, wow, you could have just told us straight. Like, I'll be sure in a situation like that. That shit like that do matter. But if it's like a friend and shit like that, shit never really bothered me. Like I still feel emotion. I'm not emotionless yet. I feel a certain type of way.
The only reason why I ask is because a lot of people say they want the truth. Like, oh, why don't you just be straight up with me? But in realities, most of the time, people can't handle the truth.
They get upset, yeah.
Yeah, and they go, like, it's okay to get upset. Like, we're all humans. You're going to have your emotion. But to go out go out of your way to get mad or something like that, it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. I think what sparked this thought for me was sometimes when girls was like, oh, why didn't you just be honest with me from the start about like just fucking and not getting into a relationship? Not every girl I know this for, not everyone, but, and I always tell the truth myself, by the way. But anyways, if you go up to someone and it's like, yo, I just want to fuck, a lot of the time they're gonna say no. You're gonna find a few that are gonna like, okay, like, I'm down for this, but then that goes down another road. Like, there are going to be a few that do say that, but most of the time they're going to say no. And it's not like you're not saying that's not what you want to do, but avoiding the conversation of like, what are we or what you're trying to do, is like, that just leads into a sticky situation. And it's like, they want the truth, but if they get the truth, that's not going to happen, even if the same thing happens. So if the person ends up not saying, hey, I just want to fuck, then they're going to like end up just fucking because they didn't say that specific line. But if like, oh, you want to hang out, and instead of, yo, you want to fuck, it's just like, I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on that? Like, do you think people should just tell the truth, or is it okay to lie sometimes? So it doesn't have to be this specific situation about like fucking and everything, but like,
I'm not saying
when it comes to lies and telling the truth.
I'm not saying it's okay to lie,
or withhold it.
I understand it sometimes though. I understand why niggas be lying. Or I'm gonna say niggas, just anybody be lying. And like, cause like you said, some people just can't hear the truth, and like sometimes the lie sounds better. Yeah. And sometimes you gotta tell people what they want to hear, even if it is a lie. So I understand that part of it. So yeah, and sometimes, like I said, sometimes just telling the lie just might make more sense in a certain situation. It's like you say, you can't hear the truth, or they might start yelling. Like, I'm trying to think of a situation where like you tell a little kid, yeah, you can have ice cream if you do this and that, but you really not gonna get them ice cream. Just telling that so them like, okay, shut up, whatever, some shit like that. So like, I understand it, because if you don't say something, you know, you can't have ice cream, you're gonna keep crying. You're not trying to hear that shit.
Then they forget about it. Yeah. But yeah, or a life or death situation. Sometimes it's like, oh, I don't know if like they're. I don't know how doctors do it. Actually, now that I think about
Doctors?
it, yeah, they got to tell the truth, but like that sucks.
They're very honest.
About what?
Brutally honest.
Yeah, having to tell someone like
You're gonna
just
die?
bad news. Yeah, they're gonna die or something like that, or
mean-
delaying it. Oh my gosh, I've been watching a lot of Chicago Fire, and some of the situations are like they get into an accident. Not the firefighters, but like someone gets into an accident and they're not going to make it, and they're like, am I going to make it? Am I going to make it? He's like, yeah, your son or your daughter is like, or let's say it's a family, like your son and your daughter is okay, but the person didn't make it, but they just saying that so they can calm down or not even run into the fire. And it's like, oh, on the way, and then they break the news to you. I'm like, damn, I don't know if that's right though. But at the same time, I get it, because you don't want them panicking or even running back into the fire, because that's just going to lead to them dying. But lying to them will get them to wherever they need to go so they don't do something, especially if that person's like unsavable.
Yeah, like I said, sometimes it just makes sense to lie. Like I said, I'm not saying it's right, but like I understand it though.
Mm-hmm.
Some shit is not right, but hey, I understand why niggas is doing it. Yeah, bro.
That's what
shit is crazy. I want to see some. What did I have on here? Oh, so today, well, recently, I won't say today, but recently, I got another flat on my bicycle.
Damn,
bro, you know how upset I was too. I was doing Uber Eats at the time too. I was in Mars Plains. I was by like the train station, and like I heard something on my bike, and I thought it was like I knew it was something hitting my fender. It was a tire hitting my fender. And I thought it was a front one, but like I couldn't really tell. And I'm like I just dropped this order, and so I hear it again, and so I'm just looking on so I got off my bike, I'm looking, and so I did a tire squeeze. So I squeezed my tire, and I realized it was like soft. It's supposed to be like hard, because like that means like when it's hard, it's air in it. When it's soft, that means it's losing air. And so when I saw it, I'm like, fuck, I gotta make it home, because I'm in Morris Plains, and that's a long walk home. And so I needed to get moving. So I'm riding on a flat tire. And so I think like I said, I made it by like around your house. And so I'm like, I can't ride this anymore. I gotta walk it home. And so I knew I had a tire in it. So I'm like, I gotta take the tire off and try to find like the hole in this shit. And so I found a hole. I found like where it was leaking at, like in the actual inner tube, because I took the tire. I can't take my wheel off the bike for some reason, because it's like very hard to take off. I need the right tool. But I was able like to get the inner tube out and patch the hole up. And when I did that, it still kept going flat. And so I'm like, damn, bro. And so then I found like another hole. I'm like, fuck, patch that one up. And then like I keep doing the same process over. Like there's multiple holes, bro. And I was outside till like 11 o'clock one time. I'm like, yo, there's all these holes. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then I realized like there might be. So I looked at the video online. It said like check the tire to see if anything's stuck in the wheel. And so I did. And it's like there's a piece of wood stuck in the actual tire. And so I think every time I reinflated the wheel, it kept popping. They put another hole in there. I'm like, that's why all these holes are in this shit, bro. And so I patched all these other holes up, and took a while, and then I pump it back up. It's still leaking, so I'm still trying to find a leak, and it's like I just can't find it. I'm like, damn, bro. So I'm gonna try to see if I can't take the wheel off myself. Like I said, it's too hard. I would have took it to Marty's, but it said it don't deal with electrical bikes and shit like that. And so I'm like, all right, and I was like, cool. So but the bike shop I usually go to is in not Mars, but it's in Parsippany, and that's it's a long ride away. Yeah. And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try to take it up there today. I'll keep a pump on me if my shit go flat on the way there. And so I pump it up, and I make it there. I made it to the shop, good. And so when I get there too, like the tires feeling good though. Usually I thought I started losing air by now, but it feels good. Like everything's working well. And so I gave them like the new inner tube. They replaced it, and they're like he was like, well, when I pumped the inner tube back up, like there was only one hole like I found in it, but like it was still good though. And I'm like, really? I'm like, that's kind of crazy, because like every time I pumped it back up, the shit was going flat again. Yeah. But he said this one was good though. He said I want to keep it. I'm like, nah, there's too many holes in that shit. Whatever. I don't really want it. It had hella patches on that shit, bro. Shit looked like Frankenstein. And so it was a trip up there. It was like I'll say like 45-minute ride, bro, there and back on each time. So so when I got there, when I went there, I thought it took a certain route. Yeah. I was trying to avoid Route 10 and Route 46. I wasn't trying to ride. I knew there's some ways on the back roads to get there, and that's where I was trying to go. But it put me on Route 46, bro. And so I'm at this corner. So then I'm not seeing no sidewalk, and then looking like I said, look like a route, bro. And I'm like, so I stopped my bike. I'm like, can I even ride my bike from here, bro? I was like, I'm dead. So I'm like, I don't even know if I can, bro. I'm like, I could have swore I took the route, bro. I chose, but somehow I didn't. I thought I took the back road one, but I took the one where it went up to 46. And so it was only a small stretch of 46 I was on though. And once I got to a certain part too, I was able to take another back road and to get to the shop I needed to. So like I said, I wasn't on 46 for that long. And then I took the back roads home, so I didn't have to go on Route 46 or Route 10. That shit was crazy though, but it was a trip that was just cool. And I didn't run out of battery or anything, but I made it there, safe, sound, got my shit fixed, and then it was out. I stopped for some Panda Express on my way home. Never had Panda Express before. It's cool. I guess I'm orange chicken and chow mein.
Was it good?
It was good. You never had?
No, I had it.
Oh, you had it for you? That was my first time having it. It was cool. I think I'm gonna try something else when I get there next time too. It's cool though. But yeah, that was my day today. Like I said, I went to the dentist earlier and then came back and went to the bike shop. Yeah, now I'm here.
So you can get to point A to point B now, or it's all good, no more flats?
I'm not gonna say no more flats because like shit could pop at any time. You never know. But you know what's crazy though? I was looking at my wheel, bro. Marty's can fix my wheel, bro. I was talking to the dude at the shop, yo, and he was like, he's like they can fix. He's like, because they're a regular bike shop too. They're not like a specialty e-bike shop, but they have e-bikes in there too and shit like that. He's like, we could fix wheels and shit like that. He's like, they just don't want to do it. Yeah. And it's not real. Cause I was looking at my shit like, there's really nothing hooked up to my back wheel like that. The motor is in the middle of the wheel, where like, but they don't ask. They just need to take the tire off. Yeah. And I called this morning. It was like, cause I told the rear wheel, she's like, we can't do that. This and that. And I'm sitting there like, okay. I was just like, wow. So I would have liked to go to my local bike shop in Morristown, but he's like, and so he was like, we'll always take you here though. I'm like, all right, word, cool. So they got my business over there in Mars Plains. Not Mars Plains, Parsippany.
That's crazy. All right, Iron Bar lost my business.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, what happened?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even go there that often anymore, unless like.
Don't they have a charge to get into? That's like the only bar you do, right?
Yo, that shit is crazy. They do have a cover fee.
I heard that's not even the best bar in Morristown. I heard people like going to Homestead.
Right. But anyways, I went there a few weeks ago, and it was like the people I was with, we were waiting online, right? And there was a fence so people can come out of Iron Bar so they can smoke and everything, but it's kind of connected to the line. So the people online can't, like, if they hop the fence, the security would obviously kick them out. But the people online can, like, dap up the people that are behind the fence taking a smoke break, right? And I was meeting some of the interns at my job, and I'm like, yo, what's up? And I'm still online, but I just dap them up at the fence. And then I get back in line, and, well, not even back in line, because, like I said, I'm right there. And the guy comes over, and he's like, oh, you gotta go to the back of the line, no cutting. I'm like, what? I didn't cut. And he's like, yeah, you. And he pointed to me and another brother. The other brother didn't leave the line at all. He didn't. I was the only one who dapped someone up.
The other black guy.
Yes. I am the only one who dapped someone up, but I'm still on line at the same time. Yeah. And he's like, no, you gotta go in the back of the line. I'm like, I was online the whole time. I didn't cut. He's like, I literally watched you. And he's like saying it with a smile, like he knew, like I thought I was lying, and he's trying to catch me lying. I'm like, do you guys have cameras here? You guys can literally watch it.
I'm like, why don't you ask the niggas in front of me behind me if I'm cutting in?
And then I did say that. No, my girl started tweaking at that point. But and some other dude was like, of course you're gonna ask other drunk people, they're gonna agree just because they're all drunk and everything like that. He's like, no, you could check the fucking cameras that like I was online the whole time. I never left the line. He's like, all right, just don't let it happen again. I'm like, don't let it happen again. Like, I didn't leave the line in the first fucking place. So I'm like, I'm not going back to there because this.
You was tweaking?
I was tweaking. She was tweaking more so, but I'm just keeping it calm. I'm like, all right, whatever. And I went in. One of my boys, bartender there, so I went to say what's up with him. But that was probably my last time there, really, because that was on boat. Nah, Colin.
I don't know.
You know, I used to work with him, but that was some bullshit. That's
actually crap. What are you talking about, bro? I'm like, you think I'm gonna be arguing with a line like I wasn't in before? Like, come on, stop fucking playing, bro.
And that Iron Bar line gets long as shit sometimes. Like,
yeah, I know.
I see that.
It would wrap around the corner, and it wasn't even that long. So like, I wasn't trying to go back in the line anyways because I didn't cut. Like, if I cut, okay, you caught me, and I would have went back. But like, the fact that they was trying to make shit hot for no reason, and then like, even if he said just me. Then I'm like, all right, I understand. But he just pointed out the other brother for no reason. Well, a reason. But like, it's like, what? That was so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid.
So I guess it's fuck Iron Bar, right?
Yeah. It's been fuck Iron Bar. So I do like that dollar bill, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all.
Is this how y'all treating y'all customers, man? So y'all own Morristown local residents? That shit crazy, man.
That's bad news.
Oh yeah. I do like FOMO. You guys don't go out like that, but like I do like FOMO because
I've heard of it. I don't know where the fuck it's at.
It's on the same block of Iron Bar, and it's like right next to the bank.
All right.
But the thing is about it is like, I think it's a good pregame bar because in the beginning they play music like Drake and like Afrobeat and reggae, and they just play more like music like that, you know, hip hop, R&B, and all that. They play more music like that. Then they start changing it to like more so other things, and like at that point, it's all right, fine. Like I get where I'm at, but that's one of my favorites that I like so far. But like I said, not a lot of people go there either. So they have 2 floors, but people only go to the top. They need to figure it out. They need good marketing.
So I don't know. I don't even know that place.
You'll see it. We'll see. Like, oh, that's where it is. It's like right there.
It's on the same strip, right? Like same side. Okay. Recently, Meta, the app that owns Facebook and Instagram, they started their new app called Threads, which is basically a Twitter competitor. Have y'all like connected your accounts? Y'all made a Threads yet?
No.
I'll say it is like a cool new like refreshing app. It's like very similar to Twitter. I wouldn't say like a 1-to-1 comparison. I think it's still lacking some features. There's no messaging app, like there's no messaging on it, so I couldn't send you a message on there basically, which is like kind of a key feature of an app like that. There is like they have likes and all this stuff. Like I said, like the home screen is cool, but it just feels like something is missing from the app, and I'm not even talking about messages though, but like it feels like something else is missing. I don't really spend that much time on it, but I feel like over time I think I'll start using it more. I think because that's how I was with Twitter at one point. I remember I made a Twitter, used it a little bit, then like never used it again, got back on Twitter, and then like now I use it all the time. So I feel it will be something like that too. Some people are already on that shit and everything. I think it is more, I think discoverability is better on there though. Because like anybody can really see, like there's just it's like a one like all the people you follow you see, and then like you see other people you don't follow. It's just like one feed. And so I thought that's why I think discoverability is better on there. But only time really tell on an app like how well they do. Do you plan on like connecting your account, making your shit, or no?
Isn't it like if you download it you can't undownload, or if you have it you can't undo it?
They're trying. I sounded just saying. So if you connect your Instagram account, basically, because that's what it is, you got to connect your Instagram account. You can't delete your Threads account. You could deactivate it, but I think it's connected with your Instagram, so it might deactivate. I'm not sure if it's deactivates your Instagram also. But if you want to delete your Threads, you have to delete your Instagram. Yeah. So yeah, something like that. But they say they're trying to change that where it's like really not connected, which will make more sense because I understand why you wanted to connect Instagram at first to get more Instagram users on it. But if it's going to be its own app, then let it be its own app and like not have to be connected with everything else. And which is also crazy. If you get banned on Threads, you're banned on Instagram also. Damn. Which is, they were saying that was a 360 deal, bro. She was funny. I'm like, damn, that low key is true. So I'm like, niggas is asking like, cause Twitter is very lenient on what you can post on there. Niggas be post like you could post
anything. Yeah,
anything like very like porn, whatever. You could post like you can post it on there. And so, but what you mean? You be seeing that shit on Twitter? Like, you can see that shit in your feed, bro. If you go to For You tab, shit all up in there, bro. And people used to be retweeting that shit too. You remember I used to have a thread, bro. Niggas is horny to used to be liking shit, bro, and retweeting porn, bro. And I used to put it in my thread, bro. Oh, that shit was funny, yeah. And so you can't do that on threads though. So you gotta watch what you post on there. I think people were trying to figure out, and they was finding out when it was getting banned, probably. Yeah, so it's not Twitter, so. I think Twitter's always going to have that one up on it because what you could post on Twitter is like more, because you can't post that shit on Facebook either or Instagram because they're all owned by the same company, which is Meta. So yeah, that was the Threads experience, man. Like I said, it's a cool app. I think it still got some ways to go though.
Yeah, it's in the beginning stage. I think I'll hop on the wave a little bit late. That's how I am with all the social medias. It's just I wait a little bit and then I see what it's like, especially if I can't delete it. I don't know why I would delete it, but who knows what I would post on it where I would have to delete it. So I'm gonna wait a little bit, see how it rocks. Speaking about being late to social media, I used to think Snapchat was Snapshot from Progressive. I'm like, yo, when it first came out, and I kept hearing it's like, yo, you got Snapchat? I'm like, why is everybody talking about Snapshot? Like, what the fuck is like? Is y'all into? Like, am I missing something? Like, I thought it was the same thing because I never heard of Snapchat at the time. It was just Snapshot. So I'm thinking that's what like I'm seeing it on TV. I'm like, is this what everybody's talking about? Snap? And
oh no,
yo, that is funny looking back at it now. Because now Snapchat is just like a regular thing. Like everybody knows Snapchat. But at the time, Snapchat was not. Yeah,
you confused two different things.
I'm like, what the fuck is that? But you gotta think about the time we was in. There was no Snapchat. Well, obviously it just released, so there was no name like Snapchat, and everybody's talking about Snapshot. And then where I'm like, am I hearing it wrong? And I'm seeing it on TV, so I'm thinking everybody's talking about that.
Why are you even thinking about Progressive as a kid though? Like he said,
it was on the commercials.
Everybody talking about it. Who, nigga? I wasn't talking about Progressive as a kid. I wasn't thinking about insurance.
No, everybody was talking about Snapchat, but I thought it was the same thing. And I would see the Progressive one because of the commercials on TV.
That's crazy. He said, that's like, what? That's actually crazy. Yeah, no, that's actually crazy.
I was like, oh. And then I downloaded that shit.
Damn, you were old head young.
Yeah, no cap, bro. Okay, thinking about insurance. Like, yo, we talking about insurance?
Yeah. I'm like, nah. We was young as hell during that. And everything changed.
Speaking on something else too, like, but we also been talking about recently, is fantasy. You know, fantasy football's coming back up. And there's been a lot of I'll say like new things happening in our league coming up. One of our members got voted out the league because of his he wasn't being competitive enough, I guess. He was on here too with Isaiah. Isaiah was on here. We talked about his fantasy before, but he had a bad season. He didn't come in last place per se because last place was Lopez because there's the playoffs you got to do, like the loser playoff bracket. But Isaiah was 2-12 the whole season. Yeah. And he also went on a 11 game losing streak, I think it was. It was like he went on an 11 game losing streak to end his season. There was multiple times where he dropped under 100 points. Like his lowest was like 53 at one point. It was crazy.
In PPR with 3 receivers.
In PPR, yeah. He didn't change his lineup like a lot too. He would just forget it or whatever. I really don't know. And then he also like just made some bad moves. I'll say in the beginning of the season, before the season started, you could trade your draft picks if you want. And so I made a trade with him. I made a trade with him where I had the number 1 overall pick, and I traded with him. I gave him the number 1 overall pick and some of my other picks, and he was giving me like all like his like mid round picks and shit like that. It was like it was even an amount of picks though, and so it would have gave me a good like head start basically. Like I couldn't say I would have won the league though because anything could happen during the season, but I probably would have had a better record. Probably would have maybe finished in like top 2, depending on who the people I got.
So who are you bumping out, me or Josh? Probably
you're not bumping me out. Yeah. I won.
Josh had the best record.
But you saying if you made that trade, that means Josh probably would have made of that trade with Isaiah, and who knows how Josh's team would have been.
Yeah, actually, I would have been one. I don't. Y'all could figure that shit out between yourselves. Whatever, it don't matter.
I would have still be naive.
Let me finish it, and I'll go into with Josh too after.
Yeah, you go ahead.
But then that trade ended up getting vetoed because Sakai broke the rules. And that's why he was suspended. But it might have been a good call for Sakai because he got what he wanted, but at what cost though? Like he got his players suspended, but he said he wasn't about to let some shit like that happen when he's paying for paying to play and shit like that. Which is I understand that part, but like that was a call she did to that, and like I said, that's why I always just want people to think for themselves when it comes to the league. I don't want like that to I want other people to influence him. So I mean, he did get what he wanted. Basically, that trade got vetoed. But Isaiah still ended up making like the same mistakes later on in the season when he gave away Devontae Adams to Josh for a bag of chips. It was literally it was like Mark Andrews and like something else, and it was a nothing trade, bro. And I'm pretty sure people else would have offered him more too for that. Okay, I would have heard Nick Chubb and like shit too, like other top players.
He wanted Mark Andrews.
This shit was crazy, and like I said, he never changed the lineup a lot. And I was like, I'm finishing the stat page up too, from last season, so people could see the stat page. I was looking at that shit, bro, and it is crazy. Like I see why he was kicked out. Like when I was looking at that shit, I'm like, bro, it was ridiculous. He averaged under 100 points to end the season. Damn. It was like 98 point something, and he was like the only other. Besides Pez, he was the only other person to average crazy. Under 100 points after like week 2. Because Pez did it one time, but he did it like 2 other times. Like he got above 100 again, but then finished the season off at 98 like point something. It was crazy. I'm like, damn, yeah. I see why niggas have put on the league. Like, everybody like it was like, most people came to agreement like, yeah, like if you're not gonna be competitive, get him out. Because basically what Josh did to him was like, you just giving away your players at that point, bro. And you let Josh win the league with that, getting Devontae Adams.
Can't do nothing about that. You wanted Mark Andrews.
I mean, I'm not blaming you, but I'm saying like that. Like what Josh did was basically what I was doing to him in the beginning of season 2. Like you just like sometimes niggas just not thinking. And hey, that's not my fault. If you making that trade, I'm doing what's best for my team, and Josh did what's best for his team, and that's how he ended up winning.
Nobody wanted to veto it, so hey,
I vetoed it, and no one else did. No one else did. I'm like, when I'm looking at that trade, I'm like, this is crazy, bro. And I guess niggas didn't see, bro. But hey,
yeah, that sucks.
The
league should be interesting though going into this year. As for it being competitive, because without the trade rate, whose team will be at the top? I feel like.
So you thinking for no reason about this when I already won? There's no reason for you to think about that.
I'm talking about going into the next season. Like, how's that performance going to go? Where was his team ranked? Where was your team ranking before the trade? Were you a middle of the pack team?
What
fifth and fourth?
What was your record? You remember? Well, no, I'm sorry. What week did you get him? Because I could just look at the stats real quick and then see like how you started doing after. Do you remember what week you traded for Devontae Adams?
No.
Or do you remember when he was on your team? I mean, that's the same
probably
question,
after week
basically.
6, maybe.
Was it before or after his like 1 point game, like where he got strapped?
No, I got the 1 point game.
Oh, you got that? So you had him before that.
One.
So it was probably earlier in the season.
So Josh, I'm trying to see. I have it like right here. So Josh, you said like week what?
Maybe like
I don't know.
8, not a 7.
Josh, no. Okay, 7. So week 7, Josh. Let me just click on this real quick so I can actually see which one. Week 7, Josh had put up 125 points. I don't know if you won that week. You lost that week?
I think I lost that.
And then next week you put up 63.
Yeah, that was when I just put everybody on the bench.
And the week after that, it was like 172, then 121, 120, 114, 141.
But I had Devontae Adams on the 63 game.
Okay.
On a what?
When he had 63 points.
Career low. Game low.
Okay. But also let me just look at your because that was just your weekly point. Your scoring average, you say let's just say week 7 you got him. Your scoring average went I mean you really didn't score that much. I think it was the playoffs when you just really started scoring more.
Yeah,
I want to track that to see like what niggas started doing in the playoffs because you finished the season ending off at 126.8. That was your scoring average. And like week 7 you had 128.7. What?
Josh just
I mean, but Josh only like your scoring average was only 0.2 higher than mine.
See,
Pape had some crazy amount. Pape finished with 141.2.
Yeah, 3 receivers.
He was like Pape was putting up crazy amount of numbers, like especially the end of the season, bro. He went on a crazy.
Yeah, three receivers, and they were all pretty good.
So yeah, like all right. So the score, I'm just say the scoring average for the season was 111.1.
Oh,
No,
so,
whoa.
For the league or for Josh?
what?
No, that was the average score for that. Oh, so no, I'm sorry. The average score for the league through week 14 was 120.3.
So
that was
8 points.
Huh?
So 8 points more than league average.
And then Isaiah was 98.8.
Damn.
So he had 22 under, which is crazy. And then like so, and the average loser score was 110.25, and he averaged less than that too.
Next year is going to be lit. Because without those types of trades, I think it still can happen.
I mean, to be fair, I was at the bar when we were drafting, so I ain't draft the full team.
Devontae didn't even draft at all.
Yeah,
Devontae came in second.
I drafted 4 players.
However, computer-generated teams are always nice, in my experience.
No, I don't like that.
Because Rohan had it too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He didn't win the whole thing, though, but...
He lost, I know. Same with Devontae. He came in second. He won the whole thing.
It should be interesting, because without that, who knows what's going to happen. Other trades around the league... My trade with Raquan wasn't that crazy. I don't think it was that crazy.
Yes, it was.
It was.
For giving Najee Harris,
not a top player,
but Tua
was never even a top 10 player. Was never a top 10 running back.
Last year, well, not the year that just passed. The year before that, he was.
You consider him a top 10 running back?
Points wise in fantasy, yeah, he was good. He had like 1,000-yard season.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's why I told you I didn't want him when you offered.
But that's what I'm saying.
I'm just looking at his stats
for 2021.
I'll look up his stats. Najee Harris.
So not like I traded him early in the season where you still had hope that Najee could kick.
2021.
Yeah.
1,200 yards, 7 touchdowns.
Yeah. What about receiving? I think he had a lot of receiving too. Maybe.
Let me go into that. I'll just look on. Receiving, he had 2021, right?
Yeah.
74 receptions and 3 touchdowns.
And 3 touchdowns?
And 467 yards.
Yeah, that's a good like RB2 type of thing. And how scarce it was at running back, in hopes that he can return to that level. Plus
no.
Look, that's what I'm saying, is the potential that
was
what he
Big
fell
Ben
in love
there
with.
that season? In 2021?
No, I think it was
Yeah, he was.
Who was the guy that got hit in
after?
Who got hit in the head?
Mason Rudolph?
Yeah, I think he was the quarterback at that time.
In 2021?
Oh, so I think it was Ben and Mason Rudolph at the same time.
I think
Ben
that was Big Ben's last season.
Yes, that's his last season.
So that's
then
probably
it was
why.
Kenny Pickett and
when you lose Big Ben, shit could change. The whole offense changed.
Yeah. And damn, that's crazy. But anyways, so there was the potential of that, and Tua was kicking before he got hurt. Yeah. So the potential was there of he could have got a good quarterback in return.
But Tua is not Josh Allen.
A healthy Tua is
still
up there,
not
though.
Josh Allen.
A healthy Tua is up there.
He's good. I'm gonna see a full season of healthy Tua, but there's like we know Tua though. Like he's always an injury type quarterback. So
you get
injury prone.
You trade away your quarterback one for another quarterback who's a little bit less, but improve your running back slot.
He improved your running back slot
like that.
But potentially improve your running back spot. I think that's pretty solid.
That Josh Allen trade never worked out. But Raquan kept trading everybody anyway, which is ridiculous. You can't
really get a result on it. But
Raquan was just trading to trade, I think, at that point, bro.
Because he got Mark Andrews.
Yeah.
He finished with Mark Andrews just finished season off?
Raquan, yeah. He got Mark Andrews.
He made like a ridiculous amount of trades. I've never seen that many trades, bro.
But that's probably how he's learning. Now he knows who he can trade with. And who knows? He might pull off a crazy trade next year.
Maybe.
Yeah, just trade him. Maybe Pez.
Probably.
I don't think Pez. Never mind. You actually right.
If he
I seen the shit Pez do.
If he sell,
if Raekwon sells Pez, man,
on like a Cam Akers, like a Miles Sanders, I know someone's gonna get a good trade with Miles Sanders. I already know it. I'll let you guys decide whether it's a good thing to either acquire him or to get rid of him.
Miles Sanders?
Yeah.
I ain't talking about who I'm getting.
Don't worry about nothing.
Don't worry about nothing?
Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry, because you may beat me, but I'm beat him.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to go back.
Okay.
And give me another ring.
No, that's not happening.
That's not happening. That's not.
Because
relax.
You're not going back to back.
Relax yourself.
I mean, low key, I had a ring too. Low key.
No.
I do have low key of a championship.
No.
Low key do.
Because it was based off projections, not even your gut.
No, I'm not talking about the first season.
No, we talked about the first season though.
You weren't there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was based off projections, right? It wasn't
the first season. You were not there.
I'm not saying season. I was there, but I'm saying you was like you're saying you low key got a ring because you was like taking care over someone's team, right?
Oh yeah.
But you weren't really taking over. You was doing the best projections.
That don't count. That was a good team.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I did the best projections. I was putting like I actually took control of the team. Like I was using waiver wire and shit like that. Like
yeah, but that was a good team. That was a good team.
Okay.
It was from like more than half the season because the season was like in October. I took over that team, and then do the playoffs too.
All right.
Yeah,
Come on,
but that was a good team.
Bro, what you mean?
I told you about the trade.
I never did any trades with that team after. But I just used the waiver wire for that team. Like I was like same shit. Like I would whoever had the waiver wire first in order, I would just acquire it. I'll put the person in, and whoever got the team got him. And then I took over that team.
No, I made a trade prior.
You probably didn't even try, but prior.
No, prior, before.
Not with my team.
No.
Oh,
before.
Okay.
That's why that. So, but I finished in third.
Yeah, it was third that first season.
See.
Anyways, I'm here now.
You don't matter.
Yeah, you finish it. You finish in fourth. Behind me.
There's a difference between you and me. I finished third, and then go to first. You finished fourth. I don't know where you can end up now.
I finished fourth without playing my last consolation game.
No, you played.
No. I didn't pick up, like, I wasn't picking anybody. I wasn't looking at anybody's schedules or nothing like that. I didn't, just let it be. And
who'd you lose to?
Naeem. And it was a game where the Bills and the Bengals didn't finish the game.
Hey, man, shit
couldn't be me.
And I only lost by 12?
It couldn't be me. I'm just saying that.
Guess what? You still lost.
Couldn't be me.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm here to shake shit up. And I beat you. Not many people in this room can say that. I'm the only one in this room that can say that. I'm the only one in the room that can say that. So that speaks volume. Volume.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, fair enough. But you played me one time, so I guess that's fair. He played me 3. But he lost every 3. All 3.
That's cool. You aren't gonna win forever, I'll tell you that.
Oh, it's going
shit about to change.
No, it's not.
Shit changing. I hope I see you 3 times. I hope I see you 3 times this season also.
Me too.
I hope
I got 3 wins.
I hope I see you 3 times this season.
I hope I play one of y'all in the playoffs.
I just want 3 of him.
No, you don't want to see me in the playoffs.
Yes.
No, you don't.
I do want to see you in the playoffs. I want to see. But
because I'm gonna be blowing your phone up once you lose.
No. Look, me and Josh, when we had our bye week, we was begging to play you in the playoffs. We was begging.
Yeah, we talk about it.
We was like, yo, hopefully he win so I could play Naeem. We was trying to do all the numbers so we can match up with you.
Everybody won't play me. I'm a very popular individual.
Because that's an easy win.
No, it's not popular. It's not popular.
I beat you though. I beat you to end the season.
I just wanted to finish my 3.
I beat you. Okay?
No. See, he gonna talk to you like that. See what you did? See what happened to you?
Because it's the consolation game. Like,
that's your fault.
Like, when it's
not consolation when I'm trying to finish top 3, bro.
No, when it's prime time, when the game is on the line, come on now.
But look, look, he beat you though.
Yes, twice that season.
And he can't beat me.
I can beat you.
Huh?
I can beat you.
There's no proof of that.
I can.
Huh?
I haven't, but I can know. I can.
See? He can.
You just call me in a bad week. That's all it was. You call me in a bad week.
You called me on a bad week.
Twice?
The first week was without
You
Josh
lost
Allen.
twice?
Listen, the first
Yes,
week
you
was
lost me
without
twice.
Josh Allen. I had Matt Ryan as my quarterback. You know, I was still figuring out
you
the
beat me
PPR.
with Cooper Cup.
And then the second game I won.
Without when I ain't have Cooper Cup. So we doing that. I ain't have Cooper Cup. If you ain't have Josh Allen, I have Cooper Cup.
The third game, Josh Allen didn't get to finish his game.
So unfortunate.
And I didn't even scout that week. So
Whose fault
you
was that?
can call it how you want to call
But
it.
you can't bring up that you didn't have something when he didn't have something either.
That's
And he's
once
saying
in a lifetime.
He's saying he
type
had
of
Josh
thing.
Allen on his team, but he had a full functioning starting quarterback on his team the first time he played though. He had the people he drafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't do that.
It was my first year PPR. First game.
I don't know.
First game PPR. Okay.
Man, stop making a fucking excuse and just say you
It's
lost,
not
nigga.
excuse.
You don't hear me
It's
making
not
excuses for him.
He
I
don't.
was.
He can't give no excuses.
Yeah. That's because.
Stop making excuses for yourself.
No, what I'm saying is
No
that
excuses.
your wins is not even like
Yes,
that. His
they are.
wins
See,
on you is like
My
that.
wins is like that on you because I feel like they are like that on you. You're not like that.
Because of a once in a lifetime opportunity
Once in a lifetime.
where the game didn't finish in that Bills Bengals game.
That's not the time. First time in NFL a game didn't finish.
When was the last
It's
time?
rare. But,
I don't know,
Okay.
but it happened. Shit,
It's rare.
you
Mm.
lost. End of story.
You could join my team and you could say he lost 3 times.
Speaking of like winning and losers though, so if you win something, you're called a winner. If you lose something, you're called a loser.
Yeah.
What's it called when you tie though? Like what are you?
I don't know.
Bullshit.
Like, I was
There's no
dead.
tie.
Like I was dead thinking this because I was like when I was doing the stats, I'm like tire. I'm like, is it called? I'm like, no, it can't be. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what is it? Because when I spelled it out, it spelled tier. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you call when you tie? Like, what is a person called when you tie? And I looked it up too, but I couldn't find it. I couldn't find some. I wouldn't know how to spell it. Cause I looked up like what, like I was looking up winner loser, and I put TIER. I'm like, it's just tier though. So I'm like, what the like? Is that even a thing?
No.
Is it like you're a person that tie or
It's either a
team that
winner or
tie?
loser. I don't know.
Yeah.
I was dead
I don't
lost.
think it
I'm
has
like,
a name.
damn,
Person that gets a lot of ties.
it's actually crazy though. I don't know what it would be called though. Attire?
Come up with the name right now.
Attire.
Attire.
No, don't call
It
it that.
sounds like attire, like a clothes, or even attire, like a wheel.
Yeah. But I mean, you got night and night,
Mm.
and then you have
Nick and Night.
Shut up. There's words that are spelled the same but are pronounced differently too in English language. What is a word that's spelled the same but pronounced differently? Fuck, I'm trying to think.
Read and read.
Yes, read and read. Both spelled the same way but pronounced differently. In 2 different meanings.
Yeah.
So it could be like that. You got tire and a tire. Like but it's spelled like tier.
I don't think you want to tell nobody that. Don't say that to nobody.
Why?
Because
Say
they look
what?
at you like you crazy.
Yeah.
Say what, tire?
Yeah,
I'm a
you're
tire?
tire.
Dude, man,
I
what?
tie, yeah. You're tired. But it's spelled tier though.
Like, I'm not tired.
No, you're not tired. You're a tire. Not
That's
a
how the
wheel.
conversation would go.
I'm just saying
smoked too
there
much
should be
today.
a word for that if there isn't already, because I don't know if anybody knows it. If
Try
there's a
again.
word to that,
I'll try.
let me know. Like I said, I looked it up. I just couldn't find out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I wouldn't know how to spell it because tire, you just tire the car TIRE, but then the tire I'm thinking of is like a TIER, but that's spelled tier though.
Mm. I
Come on, you a conspiracy theory. You should know. Like you be thinking about shit like this though.
I need time to overthink about it
Right.
because that's where the theories really start getting going. So now that you planted the seed,
I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to find it. I did look, like I was looking it up and I just couldn't find it.
did you guys see what was happening with Sauce and
Can't find
Asante Samuel?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
That was some prime hating right there, bro.
Yeah. So
You see it? Asante
No.
Samuel and Sauce Gardner. It was on Twitter today.
yeah. So I forgot who tweeted out. I want to say ESPN or like some sports Twitter account tweeted like the best corners in the league, and Sauce was number 2, and Asante Samuel was like the New York will really hype up a player. They acting like he's like Revis, and then he's like what did Revis even do?
Yeah.
When I saw that shit, I'm like, you dead ass?
What did
I
Revis
dead
do?
saw this shit too. Asante Samuel, he was a good player too, bro.
He's
Like,
very
Asante was a
good.
good player, but like he was on some bullshit today.
Yeah.
What did Revis do?
Yeah. And then Revis responded, it was like, I heard of Asante Samuel's game. I never cared. But after watching film with Coach, we just called him double move. And he's like, we just gonna hit him with a double move and work. Wasn't Asante on the Eagles before? No.
Yeah, he was.
That's probably why. See,
He was
that's
good,
what
though.
I mean.
He was good.
These Eagles, anything, look, but what he's saying is crazy.
Nah, he was talking crazy.
He's a
bro.
Patriot.
Now, I know him from being on the Eagles.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I'm a no.
yeah.
But he's also a Patriot.
Yeah. But he said a double move. God, when the hand go up, yeah. I gotta see.
Well.
I gotta see. But that was crazy. That was Naeem level hating.
No, what?
Mhm. What?
No. He said that's name level hating.
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
That is a thing.
That's
He's not a
what is
hater.
what is name level hating?
It's like when you hating to the point it don't even make sense.
So what do I be hating on?
He don't hate.
See, this is what I'm
I
saying.
don't get a hater.
Look
but
at Nick. We were just talking about this shit before. Should you lie to people or tell them the truth? Because when I tell the niggas the truth, it's I'm hating. Niggas don't want to hear the truth.
right.
That's why like they expect me to tell them I'm gonna tell you the truth. But this niggas can't handle the truth. That's why.
No.
And I was hating.
No.
Yes,
no.
that's what it is.
And I wish I should have clipped it. But I could quote Jahmar should never play 2K again.
Oh, the video.
Yes.
Yo.
That's not hating.
No, I have to spark a fire in your ass, bro. Like for real, because Jahmar should be on some bullshit. I'm like, yo, the way you play, you should never play this shit ever again, bro.
He decided to be your villain.
And guess what?
Right.
Yes, and guess what? And he once I did that shit to him, like they got his shit together and started hooping.
Look,
He was your
that had
villain.
nothing to do with you. That was just.
I tell you, he didn't tell the truth in that one. I definitely did make a video about that shit. Watch
a
it, watch.
whole video. He would pause the clip. Y'all gotta look at it. You gotta look at it. He would pause the clip, look at the camera, and you could see the anger in his eyes.
No,
You could see the
it was an
pain.
anger. It was pain. It was pain and disappointment.
Yeah,
Of what I was seeing out of Jahmar, yo.
that came from his soul when he said that.
Yeah.
Every word.
I did mean it. It was
everything.
pain and disappointment, bro. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is Jahmar on? Cause like I said, I have high expectations out of Jahmar, bro, on what he should be doing. But when he on some bullshit, I'm like, yo.
Off of I can't remember if it was a few games or a game, but even so, to never buy the game again, that shit don't make sense. That's why it's called.
No, it does
level
make
No,
sense.
it's not hating.
It makes sense.
I'm glad y'all shit cause like yeah, like
Off of a game.
I would yes.
look at
I
like,
would tell
and
Naeem.
you see, it's just like what Sakai and Ortiz did at the kickball when Scott started yelling at him, and then Ortiz finally stepped it up after.
Yeah.
That's what all it was, man. Sometimes it's a little tough love. That's all it was.
Don't worry.
But everybody has bad games.
No, because I tell Naeem if he
Jamal was
shouldn't
on
buy
a
a car.
stretch. It wasn't bad. Jamal went on a stretch.
It happens.
That's
the
what.
best.
That's why I made the video. I wouldn't just do that after a game. Jamal went on a stretch of just doing some bullshit, bro. And it was like, yo, like, cause I would see you use a double out of Jamal and like pro him, like he be going crazy. And I guess it was a stretch, like it was crazy. I'm like, yo, this is not J Killer 221.
Jamar, you
This is Jamal
do-
Gregory.
You do be on some bullshit sometimes.
Thank you,
no.
thank.
Like
I'm saying we gotta
in
witness.
certain times of the day.
Oh, after
be-
12?
you be
Yeah. After
bullshitting. You
12.
just be-
After 12, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it's
because it's bedtime. But look, the reason why it may seem like that is because there's more footage of my downfall rather than my rise to the top. And that's why the narrative of
No,
me
not the downfall.
selling
It's
is like
I'm
that.
expecting, and then you don't meet expectations.
No,
Thank
but
you.
there's
I'm
reason.
glad Josh here to tell y'all, man.
But think about it. There's a reason why you have that expectation because I done shit like that in the past. But y'all be acting like I never done shit like that before.
No, there's certain days where I expect something, and then I get something
Less.
unexpected.
Yes.
And then there are days I expect something to do bad, and then you'll do good.
Like my expectations keep changing. Like once I start seeing you do this bullshit, then like my expectation you're lower. And so when you do something crazy again, I'm like, damn, that's not my expectation of you.
You change
Because you go on like stretches of just being below average, and so that's what I'm expecting out of you now. So when you go above and beyond for like that one time, it's like, damn, I didn't know you had this in you anymore. So that's what it is.
So it's like the dual game we had in Call of Duty in Warzone. I think you had like 11. I had like 13, 14.
Whoa.
The day after, you missing a whole bunch of shots and you ain't see nobody.
Look.
So then my expectations went,
You can look at any great, and they gonna have their off days.
No, that's
what
you
I'm
have
saying.
off, you have off weeks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no,
Even
no,
multiple.
they'll have an off game.
Nah.
They might have an off game.
Stretch.
No.
Yeah.
Who?
You can look at it. Some niggas in the playoffs.
You can't have bad games in the playoffs. No, don't say in the playoffs. That was bad. Think something different.
How?
How can you have a bad
Stretch in the playoffs?
Huh?
Having a bad stretch in the playoffs?
You can't have a bad stretch. If you have one bad game in the playoffs, you ain't making it to the next one. You can have a stretch.
But
you can have a stretch of good games in the playoffs and win.
I'm saying people could have bad performance in the playoff and still be looked as good in the playoffs or clutch. Yeah, stretch.
They could be what? That shit was what you just said contradicted itself. You said
no.
Look, Jordan before he started going crazy, he was doing bad in the playoffs. Then he had the stretch where he was doing
I'm talking
good.
about like a one playoff though. That's what I'm talking about.
Look, it was a stretch. It was a stretch of years before he started kicking. Then he started kicking, and then he went on another stretch. But that's because it was towards the end. Like that's like that. LeBron, same thing. He had a stretch where he was losing and everything. Then he started kicking, and now he's losing. He's going on a little stretch and not.
I mean, he just won one like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, but like that expectation, it was there before, and then it dropping and goes up and down. I'm like, it's saying it. You still, if you think of LeBron,
your expectations change of LeBron?
Hell no.
Oh, so what are you talking about? What are you talking
what
about?
I'm saying is that it is possible to have a bad stretch and still be considered great at what you're doing.
But that's not true. When your shit drop, we still when you start doing bad, my expectation that you drop with it.
Like if you play great, and then you have a bad few games, that's different. You play above average and then have bad games. It's like that.
Y'all tell me if y'all think these niggas is hating, because that's what it sound like. That's what it sound like.
We just sound like I say we tell him the truth, bro. Like it's like
I don't hate.
It's all truth. Like I said, some niggas can't handle the truth. That's why, like Jahmar probably need to be lied to. That's why.
No,
I'm just not the one to lie to him about that. I'm just gonna tell him straight up.
No,
Jahmar be going crazy.
No,
he probably want to hear the lie too. He want to feel better. That's why.
No, I feel weird. I don't even know how to respond to it. Like I'd be like.
You be going crazy in Call of Duty.
Shit, Jahmar, but yo, fuck you.
You know how to respond to us. You know how to respond to the truth though. Calling it hate. That's what it is. Yes, exactly.
No, because I can't. If I have a bad mood, I'm like, damn, I know I'm selling. Look, me past 12. For y'all that don't know, I can't play games or I can't do
he be bullshitting.
anything past 12. Playing. I don't know why, but once it hits past 12, I know I'm on my bullshit. Now, it took me a while to really believe it, but after hearing everybody like, yo, Jahmar, and then it's like, yeah. So I know that about myself. But the other times, like what they talking about, private matches, yeah, private matches got it. Like I know my strengths and my weaknesses, you know.
Clearly not. I'm just saying. What time we at, Josh?
1:44.
1:44.
Damn.
What?
I felt like I don't know. I think we was like
that conversation just about you was about 15, 20 minutes.
Well, it's okay because it's my birthday this Sunday. What y'all gonna get me?
What?
I said it's my birthday this Sunday. What y'all gonna get me? And it's Prime Day today, so it's perfect time to get a gift.
Yeah.
Huh?
Get the pasa.
My birthday passed this year. I don't recall.
Why were you thinking about the past?
I don't recall you getting me anything for
you
my
gotta
birthday.
Think about the present and the future.
You can get a happy birthday text. That's what you about to get.
You can't think about the past.
So think about the future. So I'm gonna get you a happy birthday text. I'm gonna make sure I send it with the balloons and shit too.
What color?
Blue.
Whatever it's in, man.
Purple.
I don't know. Whatever it's in. I'm not giving you the actual balloons. Whatever the text saying, it's gonna say balloons and shit. So yeah.
Oh, that's rainbow.
Any exclamation marks?
Yeah, I'm
maybe one, because I don't know, 3 might be too much.
Give me 3.
You give me 3. You gonna give me the same balloons he getting?
I'm not getting you real balloons.
You getting better ones.
I'm getting.
It's high quality.
Oh, you gonna let him give me better gifts?
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh?
Yep.
Because you getting
the balloons.
Balloons. How many exclamation marks?
You getting 3.
3.
You can't handle 3 exclamation points.
Damn.
You a one type of dude.
How many Y's?
Oh no, it's just
No,
one.
you get one Y.
One Y.
That's-
Yeah, that was a little much.
Yeah.
That was. I'm not your girl.
What's it called? And also,
Say that.
speaking of shit coming up, DNE's 1 year is on July 14th. By the time this shit come out, it's already gonna be past that though. But it's gonna be 1 year since we first dropped our first episode on July 14th.
That's crazy.
A lot has changed since then.
Hell yeah.
We started with Raekwon. Raekwon's not here no more. Now we got Josh behind the camera.
Yes, sir.
Josh living it up back there behind the camera, man. I know Josh. Like, you like your role back there, Josh?
Yeah.
Josh, cool. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to make sure, you know. But yeah, it's been a cool 1 year, you know. Reflect a little bit.
What?
We can reflect a little bit.
What did he say?
What did you just say?
We can reflect a little bit.
No, say what you said.
No.
I can't repeat something like that. I don't know.
No.
I'm a little thirsty.
Go ahead,
I'm a little thirsty. That's all it was. I need to drink a little bit of water. That's why I got caught up on my words. That's all it was.
What the fuck?
You never got caught up on your own words before?
Yes, all the time, but not like that.
It wasn't that bad.
What the fuck?
It wasn't that bad. Actually, I want to ask y'all quick. What was your favorite episode that you've been on? Or what's your favorite, like, this one, like, interview that we maybe did with someone else?
Don't
all speak out once.
I'm thinking.
You're
I'm thinking.
You're right. I want to say the first one.
The first episode we did.
Yeah, the first one.
Our most viewed.
Just because it was us finally putting our words into action. We linking up, we setting everything up, and we're actually doing what we said we were going to do. And now here we are a year later, and the memories we created, the people we met, stories we heard and told, and it all started from that first episode. So that's why that's my favorite one.
Okay. Josh?
Look, the one, his Whole Food story is my
Oh,
favorite. That one, when he went to the bathroom. That one.
I just used the bathroom, man. So it was.
Oh, that means you can't use my bathroom.
No, I just used it. I mean, just use the bathroom.
They go clean up in there.
I ain't say all I said was I used the bathroom. That's all I said. I ain't saying nothing else.
All right.
So he went in and it was gone.
Yeah.
It was.
That's why I keep the lotion out here.
For what?
That's
so
crazy.
In case you want, I don't know what you trying to do in that bathroom.
See, you threw yourself underneath the bus.
Bro,
Nah,
that sounds crazy.
Could you just be sitting out here?
You keep the lotion out here.
To keep it away from you.
I'm sitting at the table.
Nah, not there. That camera freaked me out.
Nah, that was a good. That was a good episode. I'll say that one was definitely one of my favorite ones too. When it was because we were asking questions about peer to peer, since they were no longer going to be making episodes, so we were just doing peer to peer questions. That was a good episode. I do like that one too. I also do like I'll say like one of my favorite interviews we did was when Dante's first one came on. Raekwon was still here during that time too. I thought that was just a really good interview. Just looking back, I'd be watching an old podcast back, just looking. I think that was one of our good, better interviews at the time. And one of my recent ones, I did like the Peso interview too.
That was really good.
I think that was a very good interview right there too. He was a very good interviewer, very well spoken, like talk well, like had me locked in too. Like he's talking some shit. I'm like, damn, that was some really good shit. So that was a good one too. And then also like shout out to Amir, because I know Amir be filling in for Josh too. Sometimes he's
Appreciate
not here,
it.
so shout out to Amir. He's always willing to come in and help on the DNE set. He's even because we also when Amir was here for Dante. Usually Amir's not here for a guest, but Josh wasn't going to be able to make it. But Josh was here previously for Dante's episode, but
that was funny.
The episode never released because
that one was funny.
Jamar's mic just wasn't on
the
whole time. I don't know what it was. Josh,
it was on, it just wasn't connected.
I had no idea. Josh had known because he got the headphone and shit on. He should have known that
it was working. I heard
that's he said it. He said it was working, but on my end there was no mic there, and I was just like, damn. So we had to get Dante back on so he can get.
That was also a good episode. I like that one. Unreleased episode.
Oh, the unreleased episode.
That one.
That wasn't even our only unreleased one too. There was another one where I think it was like Raekwon's mic wasn't on. It might have been Jamar's mic too again that time. I never released it too, but I still have it. And then our first our first episode we recorded, like the first one y'all saw,
Yeah.
that was actually the second time we recorded the first episode. What had happened was there was a problem. We were using our computer that has a USB 3.0 ports and USB 2.0 ports. So we have like a little hub shit where we could plug multiple mics into, and it was plugged into the USB 3.0 port, and that was the reason why the mics weren't working correctly. It was very choppy, and I couldn't make out the sound or anything, so I couldn't really release that episode. And I found out I just need to plug it into the other USB port, and it worked perfectly fine. So the first episode, never got released, and they just recorded it again. Yeah.
Some hidden gems.
Yeah, so actually, I still can make clips out of some of the shit that we had in the episode. I just never got to it. But we got some new shit coming up for this year too. Gonna be some changes coming up too. We got some special shit coming up too. I just gotta be there in the future. So y'all make sure y'all stick around for that also, and y'all also, man, if we don't get an active comment section, bro, I swear, like we got the viewers. So like I was looking at our numbers, like we average like. Huh?
Engagements?
Yeah, looking at our engagements. We average like around 38 views per episode. Just like overall. I think that was correct. But like our comments aren't really that high. We would like more interaction with our viewers. So we could talk to you if y'all want to ask this question and shit like that. But we we also have something coming up where we're gonna have more interaction with our viewers. But yeah, I would like to see some more interaction with our YouTube audience. I know people like who listen on audio platforms. Like I don't think there's really a comment section, but y'all can come out and check us on our YouTube too if y'all have any questions, or our Instagram, TikTok, and all that also. So I just want to hear more from our viewers and shit like that too.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Reach out. You can chop it up, talk shit, talk about Giants. How they're talk about the Giants.
No,
how they're ass.
I don't want to talk about them all.
All right, we're not going to have that
the baseball
conversation.
Giants?
No, the New York Giants. We're going to talk about them.
They were in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
The San Francisco Giants?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know that. I know a little bit of baseball.
No, you guessed.
Yeah, I did.
But...
Nah, that's a...
What's the name of the stadium? Damn. I might know. All right, who's your favorite baseball team then?
I'll go with Yankees.
What's the name of their stadium?
Yankee Stadium.
Okay. I'll say if you couldn't get that, then he just said that shit out. Like, fuck it, I'm gonna take a guess.
Nah. I was actually looking at some of the stadiums for football and some of the names for them, and it's just some of them has like weird names. Like who I'm trying to think of. Damn, of course I'm drawing a blank. I wish I had it up. But some of them are mostly banks. Like damn, what's the Ravens stadium?
Ravens
is it AT&T? No, who's AT&T?
That's Dallas.
Dallas is AT&T. Ravens is like something bank stadium, I think.
Yeah,
or you said it was a bank.
Like a bank, yeah.
Y'all met
how the fuck they get Gillette? Yeah, I don't know how.
Gillette is a Razor.
The Razor, but like, how the fuck do they?
It's just naming rights. Like you wanna.
Yeah, those are.
It's just branding. All it is advertisement. Like
But you wouldn't expect that. You would think. At least I wouldn't. I would expect something else.
Some advertisements have like very iconic names though too, like which is the Steelers used to be Heinz Stadium.
Yeah,
it's not that anymore though. I don't know. It's something different, but it's not Heinz anymore. It just changed recently.
What?
Yes, I know, which is crazy.
Can you also look up the Dolphins? I feel like they have a weird one.
Who?
The Dolphins?
Dolphins is Hard Rock Stadium.
Oh yeah, Hard Rock.
It's like, they have a nice one.
I don't like when names are iconic and they change them. I understand because it's business though, but like Steelers is always gonna be Heinz to me.
Yeah,
but it's something different now. I know the Browns. Like I think this is like Paul Brown Stadium or something like that, or I think it's something like that. I think. Yeah. But they changed it recently to something else, and I don't like
SoFi. I like that name.
SoFi Stadium.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I think the Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah,
Chargers Ram. It is.
It's both of them.
Yeah. And then y'all got MetLife. I mean, that's
got the link.
That's cool.
Levi.
Y'all Lincoln. Yeah, Lincoln Financial.
Mm-hmm.
Lincoln Financial Field. Chicago. They're about to be moving.
What?
They're gonna get a nice one though.
Yeah, I know. They were trying to reduce. They play at Soldier Field right now, but they're moving to somewhere else. And they were trying to get them to stay in Chicago, but they're like, nah, we're going to this place.
Chicago.
I think it's like 40 minutes out.
Chicago.
Like 40 minutes out of Chicago.
Yeah. Like imagine if the Packers change the name of their field from Lambeau.
They can't.
That would be crazy. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that's what Heinz did that shit. Well, Steelers did that to Heinz. I'm like, it don't. Like that's an iconic name, bro. That's very iconic. That's like probably one of the most iconic fields I know, because like I said, I think it's the second oldest stadium, or second or third, because the oldest is the Bears Soldier Field. I know Kansas City, Arrowhead. Like what? Imagine they change the name of that shit to Arrowhead Stadium to something else. That's another iconic stadium also. Shit just don't seem right.
Yeah, it don't.
I don't like that. Some names just gotta say, but I understand the business aspect of it. But I think the only reason why Packers haven't changed from Lambeau is because that one is like the ownership is like,
the city.
It's publicly owned or some shit like that. It's like owned by the city.
Owned by the what is it? The city?
Something like that. I don't know exactly. I can't say exactly, but it's not like it's not owned like privately owned. It's owned by I'll just say publicly owned like by the city.
It's owned by literally like Green Bay. That's what it is.
So that's probably the only reason why I won't change from Lambeau Field to something else. Even though I would hate playing up there though.
Oh yeah.
It's cold. Damn, I would never. No, they're the only NFC North team that doesn't have an inside stadium because Chicago's. I think they're gonna be inside, like indoors.
Their new one, yeah.
Yeah, so they got the Vikings is indoor, Lions is indoors, and now the Bears about to be indoors now.
Go to back that home field advantage.
I would never. I don't, bro. If I was there, I don't care. No, I hate the cold.
Yeah.
Playing that shit, bro, they be like freezing. Same shit with the Browns. They be cold. They're right by Lake Erie, and that cold wind blowing on that.
Pow! Oh,
like when the Saints played them this season when it was like crazy, it was like below zero, bro, and like they wasn't even passing the ball, bro. It was just a straight run game. And I was mad about that game too, is because I started the tight end on that team. I counted on the Saints, bro, and I was mad, bro. And all they did was run the ball that game. I'm like, fuck. I should have started like Taysom Hill. I don't know if I had Taysom on my team, but I was like, fuck.
All right.
Anything else you gotta say?
No, sir.
Josh?
Nope. That's it.
Well, thank y'all for tuning into episode 41 of the DNE podcast. All of our audio listeners, make sure you make sure you leave a 5-star. It really helps us out. All of our people on YouTube, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell because YouTube always didn't recommend we upload. Find us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Threads now too. Also, I'm trying to get our Threads up and going too. But yes, again, thank y'all for tuning into the DNE podcast, which stands for
damn near everything.
Okay, all right. You wasn't ready that time.
No, it's not.
But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in. So until next time, it's the DNE podcast signing off.
Peace. You was about to say, hey, nkrudi.
I was
signing out.